my theme music.
Tell a girl eat my shorts, but she really wanna see me sleep. Long thing yellow like banana, shoulda really fucked with BBC. My dad gon' bring my neck if he ever catch me on the TV screen. I can rumba that one honey, wrestling moves like DDT. Millhouse is a blender, so he gets sent with a pack OT. If I see Nelson on an up block, get put in a spliff like grinded weed.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Swap show. Swap show.
The lethal steppers them, huh? And we're back again later on 11 p.m. for Brazil, but hold on. My viewers forever. What's man talking about? Apologies again. Apologies again. I took a while to get up. I took a while to set the stream up. My apologies. Just about caught the end of Shane. You know what I mean? Normal guys in the building straight away. It's a roll call. Yeah, let's see who's in. Let's get the register out. Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, hold on. Good evening, wherever you are around the world. How we feeling today, man? Eh? Saturday. Just before I give everyone salutes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like we need to like wake ourselves up.
What noise does a dinosaur make?
Dinosaur, like,
What the fuck was that? You know what I mean? What was that? Hey, normal guy, salute. Rory Marsh is in the building, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. One of my viewers as well. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Make sure we're liking, subscribing, doing all that YouTube stuff so I don't have to talk about it. Share the video out if you don't mind. And that's all I require from you. You know what I mean? And your attendance. Big up. Rory, normal guy. Hope you're well today, my people. Views, he said, G. The USA was on smoke last night. So I heard. I woke up today like late and I see Sunshine, big up Sky, talking about Poch getting the USA playing like prime Barcelona. I'm like, okay. Obviously, we've seen Mexico play, we've seen Canada play, and we've seen the rivalry. We've seen, who's going to be the better out of the nations. That might have been answered yesterday. Have I seen the goals? No. Did I watch the game? No. Was I struggling to get to sleep? Yes. You know what I mean? But I'll see some of the highlights today, man. You know what I mean? I'll see some of the highlights today. Is it Qatar versus Switzerland? We'll get into the fixtures because we'll have some canon headlines in a little bit. You know what I mean? Just seeing who's in the building. We ain't even hit 10 minutes yet. Big up to Everest, my brother. How you doing today, bro? Hope we are well. Footy Bants and Tings in the building. Big up, Everest. Love that. Rory. The dancing churches. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Welcome on in. Big up to Rory Marsh every time. Big up to normal guy. Hit the like button and sub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That was jokes. I said, all right, bro. That was like Arsenal in the Champions League, innit? meant to be a dinosaur. I don't know what that was. You know what I mean? But big up to Everest every time. Men like views. Hyper protagonist. Saluting. Big up your shoes and socks. Well, all right. We've got to the end of the chat. Quick little roll call. So what we might as well do then, Gangista, while you're here, is check around, man. Check around, see what's going on. Maybe a bit of Canon headline. And we'll start with Sky. Quick skydive. Let's see what's going on inside the England training base in Kansas. Who cares? Christie signs new 3-year deal again. Who cares? Rate the players and catch up with the key moments from USA's dominant win. Let me just jump into that quickly. 4-1. 4-1. Woyoyoy. Balogun with a brace. Rayner. Okay. So we're gonna have to watch. I mean, I would pull up the highlights and watch the goals, but the whole stream will get taken down. We know what YouTube's like. I won't go through all of this. I just wanted to see the score. Amazing. 4-1. Big them up, man. So they've started their World Cup with a bang. Better than Mexico, better than Canada. Mexico won, of course, and they didn't concede, but USA scored 4. They conceded, so they'll have like three goals kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And we were saying, me and Shane, maybe Mexico should try and get another goal because that might become important as well. I mean, obviously USA, I don't think they're in the same group, but it's the same principle applies. And I'm talking about them because they're the host nations. But yes, I'm gonna have to in my own time check out those goals. The USA kit don't look too bad either, to be fair. I'm living the American dream. Beckham added to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, I think he's been living over there for years now anyway, so do you know what I mean? It's only good if you're rich to live in America, you know what I mean? Anything other than that, and it's probably not so good. Neymar's Brazil recall is a leap of faith. I mean, like I said, these kind of pictures, they were showing me him getting his hair cut the other day. I'm like, this is just, he's washed up, bro. What is this? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Should have been bigger than what he was even. Women's football, I leave that alone. Obviously, you know, all the Arsenal ladies turning into pagans now overnight. This is what I saw last night. Man United prepping opening bid for West Ham's Fernandes. Now, obviously, they won 85 million. You know, obviously, most clubs want a lot of that fee up front if they can. But what we do know is that football don't quite work like that. It's usually Klarna business, paying free, give you a percentage up front. Can we pay off for that? This, that, and the third. That's why I said for last season, if we would just put down majority of whatever our bid is for whoever we want, not no Klarna payments, we'll give you majority of it up front. That's probably gonna, you know what I mean? Rodrigo could have been playing for us last season. I just use that as the example. But yes, why anyone thinks this guy's worth that money, I don't know. But United's entertaining it right now. I think they're the only ones that are entertaining it right now. So any United fans in the building, let me know your thoughts on that. I'll get to the comments as soon as we finish this segment. Brighton make 30 million Vuskovic offer as Spurs still go after Van Heck or Van Hecke. I don't even know how you say his name. So that could be something that makes the deal happen. I don't care about OBEs. I saw this last night as well. Party refused entry to Canada for Ghana's World Cup opener. And that's what happens when you got charges and things over your head. Now, he hasn't been found guilty yet. You know what I mean? But still, you know, I don't know. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Until he gets found guilty in court, should he not be allowed in the countries? Has he got a criminal record already? Do you know what I'm trying to say? These are important questions. You know, a lot was made out of the referee. Hendo sent me some stuff saying his family's got ties with terrorists. Fair enough, innit? Does it involve him? No, directly. There's still questions to be asked, but it is what it is. With Party now, though, he's now being denied because of obviously the allegations and everything, and the court case, everything that's been going on. But has he got a criminal record already? And has he already been charged for these allegations? I know the answer to the second question. I don't know if he's got a criminal record already. You know what I mean? It's the headlines, guys, so I won't go in and read it. You know, if you want to do that, and do it in your own time. PL referees to issue yellow cards for hair pulling after rule change. Or what? So it's not a red card or something. And They need to sort it out. Like VAR, I mean, it's always going to be a talking point. And while they can just keep changing things, do you know what I mean? As I've been saying, I'm an advocate for making all of the rules clear and then just letting AI do it. Clark wants Scotland to do something special on World Cup return. Now, I thought it was this morning at 2 a.m., but I think it might be tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. or something that Scotland play. I know Brazil play at 11 over on Shane's channel. The Lethal Steppers will be back for that. Qatar, Switzerland. I'm not even going to be here though. Got some bits to do later on this evening. But if somehow I get back for a bit of it, you know, then we might just tap in a little. I don't know. But there's a few games on. We'll check the fixtures at some point, and I'm going to get back to the paper talk because it's nice and early, which means there isn't probably too much headlines. But I am gonna try and have a look. World Cup. Oliver pulls out of first match with injury. Fucking Oliver, bro. All of our refs are shit, bro. How about that? Qatar, Switzerland preview. So, yeah, I think that's 8 p.m., isn't it? And then Brazil, Morocco at 11, which I'm looking forward to. McTominay returns to training ahead of World Cup opener. Yeah, man. Be interesting to see what Scotland do. Definitely would. All right, let's jump into the paper talk then. Then I'll have a quick little flit over X. There's probably been maybe one or two Romano video, at least one that I haven't watched so far. So maybe we can look at that as well. Man City, United, and Bayern are all watching Everton defender Jared Braithwaite. Mad. Top stories also include Bruno urging United hierarchy to sign Fernandes. Like, what is this with this Fernandes, bro? Like some Portuguese link up, bro. He's not like 85 million. He ain't worth that, bro. What's he done in the league to be worth that? For everyone to be going mad. That's what I'm trying to say. When the talent pool's so small, this is what creates these problems. Even Barcola, I mean, maybe we can talk about that a little bit today because he's been mentioned. Not like we're getting him. I don't do any of this done deal. I just bring you the news. I tell you my opinions. And sometimes you might talk about hypotheticals, but that's all they are. You know, if you want to put a gun to my head and say, do I believe we're going to get them? I believe we're going to get Barcola more than Vinicius or anyone like that or anyone that I actually want. Now, I was saying last season, out of all of the wingers, you know, we got a horrible winger bracket at the moment, and a lot of them ain't got any end products. Do you know what I mean? And Barcola's in that bracket, but he's probably one of the people right at the top of it. He might escape the zone. He might. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. Maybe with some regular football. I feel like the same for Savio as well, guys. You know what I mean? So we can talk about that after if you want as well. Man City to make inquiries over Chelsea's Sarah J, bro. Malo Gusto. What is going on? This is Enzo Fernandez, bro. Malo Gusto is not a good player. Why would you want an ex-porn star? I don't understand it, bro. But this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. Managers see things in other people. Maybe they know that he can get through to him or fuck knows, bro. But Man City. Now you're going to start getting Chelsea's rejects dark, innit? Dark. Crystal Palace look to match Hayden Hackney's asking price. I mean, Hackney's been wanted by a few people as well. I'm telling you, man, it's the talent pool. It's the talent pool. It's going to make Rafael like seem like he's wanted by so many people. That's because there's hardly anyone out there. Me personally, I'd rather just leave him there. If you would have asked me last season, I would have taken him over Madueke. But this year, I don't want no one like that. Even Barcola, I'm looking at like, But out of all the wingers, that ain't fucking Doué or Yamal or Rafinha or Kvaratskhelia or any of the actual good ones, the ones that you might be able to get out of their club. I'd say Barcola is probably at the top of that. I just gave you the Braithwaite stuff, so we'll leave that. United lead the race to sign Fernandes despite interest from Arsenal. We better not, bro. We better not, because I don't see the hype for this kid, innit? I just don't. However, United, are wary of interest from Real Madrid. Fernandes speaking highly of Fernandes, Jesus Christ. And Mateus has indicated to West Ham that he's keen on joining Man United, with Jason Wilcox, who signed former Sporting Man at Southampton, pushing for the deal. Bro, dead anyway. 85 million. I don't know if that's good spending. Maybe maybe I'll be proved wrong. Maybe he'll ball out there. But right now, in terms of calculated risk, I'm not too sure. Arsenal exploiting the deal to sign Club Brugge forward Christos Zolis. I mean, again, who? Do you know what I mean? Like what? Whatever. Crystal Palace are keen to match middle again. Hayden Hackney, this guy's drumming up quite the interest this window. Malo Gusto's being spoke about again. Inter Milan defender David Fratesi looks increasingly likely to leave the San Siro, with Nottingham Forest among the clubs monitoring his situation. Yeah, now strikers and midfielders do all right when they leave Italy and come to the league. Not everyone, but like it's the defenders that don't usually. So that'll be interesting. I gave you the news about Newcastle's bid for Osasuna winger Victor Munoz. Barcelona are reportedly continuing to monitor the situation of former Liverpool striker Darwin Núñez as they assess alternative attacking options this summer. Darwin Núñez, Bernardo Silva to Madrid. This is how you know the talent pool is done at. You know, even though Madrid ain't won a champs for a few years, you know, even though the players that have fallen out with the team or don't play as regular, most of those players will get into everyone else's side. Like the talent pool is just not there. Jules Koundé is reportedly happy at Barca, no desire to leave. PSG and Atletico have opened discussions regarding Lee Kang-in. Yeah, a lot of people are going to get put in the window this World Cup. Michael Oliver injured again. And that is the paper talk for today on Sky. Now, just before I get back into you guys' comments, we'll go over to X. Like I said, please like and subscribe. Share, though. Share, like and share, even if you don't subscribe, because we've got bust up numbers. That will also depend on or determine how long we go for, my people, then. Yeah? So big up. Let me just get the X up. We'll have a look at that. We might even just have a look at maybe one of the Dolmio Puppets videos, because I'm pretty sure there'll be a new one by now. And maybe we'll look at, because look, what's being said about Barcola is not where he's going to go or who's in the lead. It's more like PSG will be prepared to actually let him go. They wanted to keep him, but they can't agree contract stuff at the minute. So I mean, it might all sort itself out. It might not. A lot. This is gonna, and obviously he wasn't very happy with not getting to start the Champions League final. I don't know if he started it the first year they won it last year either. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there is going to be players like that at PSG, at Madrid, you know, the ones that are just like, you might be able to get them out, but you've got to try. You know what I mean? You've got to put the money down. You can't just talk and let's wait and see what they say. You've got to try. Yeah. Dens is obviously, so Ornstein's doing a lot of drops. So big up to Dens. And always, I'll quickly go to my notifications. Yeah, just for yesterday again, Jamboy, Hendo, you know what I mean? The people them that showed me a bit of love. Look, Barcola 3 hours ago. So we'll start off with the puppet, and then we'll go to Ornstein, and we'll just try and check out what we can check out for some news right now. We say, here we go for Bernardo Silva. Unbelievable, bro. I don't even rate him that highly, to be fair. He's just a little like dark arts merchant. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, he's not shit, but Real Madrid and Barca, that's his options when he leaves Man City. That's bonkers for me. Courtois, my future at Real Madrid. Once you're 30 years old, you only get 1 year renewals, so I'm quite relaxed about it. Again, these people, oh, Real Madrid, they don't want to leave. I'm seriously thinking that they're really liking this player power dynamic. Like Jose Mourinho is not coming in to manage; he's coming in to almost babysit, bro. Do you know what I mean? Who's going to be the best babysitter? Who can get the most out of these players? That's about it for me. You know, if I continue performing as I have been, a renewal won't be a problem. But Real Madrid is a top level club, and at some point, like Jesus, they will have to think about my successor. I like Courtois. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, I'd like Arsenal to have two bad boy keepers and yeah, make the competition really heat up. But we know we ain't gonna do that. Not at Arsenal, and that's what I mean about holding the club back. But when you've got, like, if you say, for instance, you were trying to get Courtois and Raya, it probably would cause problems, but I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm trying to say? No, it's about the club, make it work. Do you want to win? Do you want to be at a top level club? Well, most of them just stay at Madrid anyway. Vinny Jr. Now, this has been rumored and spoke about a lot. It's probably got nothing to do with his actual yeah, look, it's Brazil. Playing under Carlo gives me the biggest peace of mind. It gives me a lot of freedom and comfort. This is why I told you about Carlo. I'm saying that since last season. Obviously, we won it, but still, I'd still go and get Carlo. AC Milan are yet to agree terms with Oliver Glasner despite the reports. He's still waiting for club position. What the fuck are you waiting for? You trying to tell me that they'd rather Amarim and Matthias Geisel are both in contact? Like, what? There's only one choice for me, man. Put it in the comments now, guys. Which out of those three? I can't even say the last guy's name. Yeah, him, Amarim, or Glasner. This is ridiculous. Pochettino, man. Madness, bro. Pochettino putting on weight like a prime Wayne Rooney, but apparently they played really well yesterday. So I'm gonna have to watch like either the whole game or the extended highlights. Florian Balogun, man of the match. Arteta will probably try and take some fucking credit for that somehow. Narcissist that he is. No injury or any serious issue for Christian Pulisic after excellent World Cup debut, then subbed off at half time. Pulisic has been subbed off as a precaution. There you go. And you see how the information's nice and clear. If that was Arsenal, guys, it might be a knock. It could be a few weeks. It could be anything with this fucking guy. Just tell us the truth, man. I'll give you what's trending quickly. So Buadi, I think people were talking about him yesterday in the game we was watching. Alan Hansen is trending, not sure why. Obviously, he's a bit old. Hopefully, he's still here. And Bottas, Motorsport. I'm not really into that too much. 4-1. Big up the USA. Again, we're just trying to look for some transfer stuff. Oh, my God. He arrives for the World Cup. I'm sick of this. He's like Arteta. Just like Messi, just like Neymar. Stop holding back your nations. There could be a young guy who's full of energy, you know what I mean, ready to really crash out, and you're making space for him. This is what gets on my nerves. Hanging on for dear life, bro. Just retire. You've made enough money. You're out here trying to take up a position that a proper young man could come in and play, and you know what I mean? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. There are 8 games left. I can change this story for our country and for the players. I'm not talking about goals or assists, but about playing well and giving the team confidence. All right, Vinny, whatever. My renewal at Madrid. I'm focused on Brazil now. I will talk about Madrid when the World Cup ends and next season starts. I think he's got a year left on his deal, but you're still not going to get him cheap. I mean, you might get some off. Like if they wanted, I don't know, 100+ million, you might get away with like, I don't know, 80, or do you know what I mean? 80 and add-ons because he's got a year left. But like I said, most of these guys chat shit and then they all end up twerking for Madrid anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we'll have to wait and see. The same stuff about Ancelotti. They've not done anything with Glasner yet, which I think they're fucking about, to be fair. Candidates for director, I don't care about that. Yeah, and Christos Tzolis, if that's how you say his name, or Zolis, as a potential new winger. Is he a winger or is he a striker? Like, fuck's sake, man. He's among options considered, but not only one. Jeremy Monga remains separate deal for future and advancing. Rogers/Barcola and more remain top targets. That's going to be our top targets. Barcola, Rogers. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, you might not be able to get Elise out of Munich. You might not be able to get Vinicius out of Madrid, but you need to be flipping trying. Like very open. Yes, we put down 150 for Olise, and what? You know what I'm trying to say? Let's test out the 9. Let's see if they really have got that resolve. And that's one thing that we don't ever do, man. And then we end up with this kind of stuff, and it just winds me up, man. After we just won the league for 22 years, I'm sorry. Me, for one, you need to try and push on now and try and retain. I know it's difficult, but that's the goal. Not just sit on your laurels, start getting these youngsters again, and then we got, you know what I'm saying? And then we're waiting years again. For me, that's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you think. 1-1. Good goal from Larin. Took a wicked deflection in the end. And Bosnia, they were playing a bit like Arsenal. Very quick on the counter. Decent game. Obviously not a 2-0 or a 4-1, but it had a lot of stuff in it. So we enjoyed that. Lewandowski on his way to the US with his agent, Pinny Zahavi, to decide move on Chicago Fire. Tottenham are closing in on new deal for Pedro Porro. I heard this yesterday as well. Atletico still keen on Cucurella since May, but no official bids yet. Paris Saint-Germain have Magnez Akilucci on their list again. Young players I don't know about. Bayern remain confident to get deal done for Nathaniel Brown. I thought that was already done, to be fair. FIFA statement on Thomas Partey left out of Canada. FIFA confirmed that player Thomas Partey will be unable to travel with the Ghana team. The USA, right, camping Boston, USA to Canada for their first match. So he was allowed in the US, but not in Canada. Okay. So what, Canada's even worse than the US? That's crazy. 17th of June, as his visa application has been refused. FIFA is not involved with the immigration process of host countries, including the adjudication of visas. As with previous FIFA events, the host government ultimately determines who receives them. Right, but if they say not, just because you're in a court case, do you guys think that's enough? Do you know, it might be. Maybe it's branding. Maybe they don't want someone like this playing at the World Cup, you know? Who does Hakimi play for internationally? Does he play for an African team? Is he going to the World Cup? Be interesting, innit? It'd be interesting. So again, they're not telling you why. They're just telling you that Canada said no. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We know why. But what I want to know from you guys is, because he hasn't been found guilty yet, if he doesn't have a criminal record before this, should he get access to the country? Let me know in the comments and I'll get there as soon as I can. Obviously, we've been hearing nothing but Ornstein bombers, so we might as well go to the top of his and see what he's saying. And then maybe we'll flit over a bit of a Romano video in a bit. I'll jump back into your comments though. And whoever's still here, I appreciate the patience. Please like, please share. Again, Christos Zolis from Bruges. That's the big news. 21 hours ago, Newcastle United rekindled in James Trafford. I think I saw that yesterday again. So they're looking for a goalkeeper. Brighton make 30 million for Vuskovic. We gave you that already. Alvaro Arbeloa has held talks with Fulham. I also heard that Slot did, and Slot turned down Fulham, apparently. Man City verbal proposal to sign Forest Elliot Anderson was worth 106 plus add-ons, taking it above 120. Forest won a British record fee guaranteed, not after bonuses. They're doing a bit too much. By the end of the day, if they don't have to sell, they're more power to them. Obviously, this is a bit of old news. I just want to see. There's not Kieran McKenna, so there's nothing really new there. Just before we get out of it, now they're saying Ancelotti's trending. I just wanted to see what Alan Hansen was, but I don't know if I don't know if that's still up here. David Hockney. Maybe it's not still up here. Maybe it's not. R.I.P. Kenny. What? Oh, right. Kenny Jackett. Okay, I did see that. R.I.P. to him. Jonathan David, fucking horrible. All right, so maybe he's not. Maybe. Oh no, that's just. Let's go to the sports. Alan Hansen. Why is he trending? Happy 71st. I was just hoping that he weren't like R.I.P. I'm not gonna lie, man. I know it shouldn't be the first place I go to, but the last couple of years has just been death. So happy 71st to Alan Hansen, man. Legend. Big him up. I did see a little something about Andrea Berta down here as well, and Monga as well. So we'll check that out quickly, and then we'll have some comments, and then we'll see where we go. Arsenal haven't even started showing real seriousness in the market yet, but from what I'm hearing, their transfer window could be one of the biggest in football history. Didn't they say that last year? And it wasn't. Like, it's just every time, man. Don't get me wrong, it could be, but then just stop talking, just start showing now. I don't know if it's going to be the biggest in history. Why do we have to wait? Why do we have to warm it up first? Like, straight out the gate. And don't be surprised if they completely change the type of football they play. What do you mean don't be surprised? Why would we? Why would we? We've only played attacking in 22-23, and it hasn't gone back there yet. Anyway, they could become a killer team that nobody has experienced before. Jesus Christ. Is he trying to get branding deals or something? With Arteta and Berta cooking? Arsenal fans, are you ready, bruv? Why are you acting like you know something you just don't? Arsenal have submitted 150 million bit. Why are you lying? Who is this? Just Bizarre Footy? If you guys take this seriously, I wouldn't take it seriously until you hear from proper sources. Arsenal has got the best update personnel in hand of Arsenal. Top update from the best. All right, mate. This guy's like definitely involved in the club. Andre Alberta and his bold little bum boy need to go. All right. Whatever, Andre Alberta. So there's not really news. I think people are just talking him up. What, because of what Gary Neville said? Pretty silly. All right, we'll jump off that. Let's have a look at some of you guys' comments, and then we'll decide where we go from there. And we've been litting up. Who is that? It's AFC Kingpin 84. Become a YouTube member. My bro. Have you been in here before? I don't recognize the name. Yeah, I like the 84. That's my birth year as well. But welcome to the viewers, my guy. And I found this yesterday. I ain't even got no real reason to play it, but I've just been litting up, so we might as well. Talking about RoboCop. We call this one Robo Slot. All right. Big up for becoming a member, my G. Appreciate that.
Shit. Babe, I'll be right here. Me love you. Don't.
Big up to AFC Kingpin. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Welcome to the viewers. There will be a member stream at some point this month. Supposed to be launching Swap Shop. I'm trying to get a date together. You know what I'm saying? So there's a few things. So we're gonna be doing a bit of juggling, but stay tuned. All of it will come. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah. Yes, they did. Connor, man like views. Big up, broski. Big up to you. Big up to Everest. Thomas Partey has been denied entry into Canada. Yeah. Ongoing rape accusations. He will now miss the opening game. Like I said, guys, man, accusations. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I hear it. If it's a branding, we don't really want to be, involved in things like that. But until you're proven guilty, or does he have a previous criminal record? I'm not sure. Crazy work, but I'm just asking you what you think about it. Big up to Sean, Chronic Weed, afternoon views liked and shared. My G, that's what we like to see. That's the bare minimum, guys. If you can't become a member like Kingpin, you can definitely like and share. That's free. Do you know what I'm saying? It's free. So big up, man. Appreciate that, man. Big up to Chronic. Make sure we're all subbing to each other and all of that. Beckham's wife's face looks like it's been under the knife recently. Now she is Frankenstein Spice. Yeah. The fucking skinny Spice, bruv. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen the infatuation with her. I like Ginger Spice, and of course I like Scary. You know what I'm trying to say? Mad. But yeah, under the knife again. I mean, she's probably lost like the main structure of her face. I don't even know, bruv. But there you go. Big up to you, Rory. Big up to DG2. How you doing today, bro? Hope you're good. Fraley's in the house. Big up GG. Yeah, I just gone through that. Has already spoken with Mikel, eager to, of course. But what is this, bro? Gary Neville's talking all this big talk again. I don't want to hear about, Vinicius or an Mbappe, or you know what I mean. And then we end up with like this kid or Liao, or you know what I'm trying to say. Even Barcola, I'm not too. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. And we just lost 6 people as well. So if you are leaving, I can't force you to be here. Hit the like and share though. Jesus is watching. He's gonna know that you're a pagan if you don't. Don't have to trust me, but people are watching. You know what I mean? Yanks are such jarring faves. Faves? I didn't watch it yesterday. Was you up? Was you awake? Big up DG. I don't know. I need to tap in, to be fair. Discussions are progressing well. Things stand huge weeks. Yeah, but it doesn't excite me, bro. I don't even know who you are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But again, this is what we're going on with Jeremy Mungar or whatever, just like kids and that, like a PSG defender, 18-year-old. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, make some big statements, make everyone know that, yeah, we're looking to retain them. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed to do anything, but where's the effort? So I hope it does change. But again, guys, why do you feel this way or whatever? Because everything's going the same way. It's going the same way. Big talk, big talk, big talk, Madaway, Kekepa, Norgard. I'm sick of it, bro. I don't want it again. I don't. Arteta has shit talent ID, the Greek Martinelli. Well, there you go. I don't even know who this guy is. You know, I'm 40 now, 40 plus. I don't watch a million leagues anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm more of a casual. Yeah, I think I can do things, and you really can't.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Even getting out the bath wrong, waking up on the wrong side, man could be crippled. There's a lot going on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, bro, this isn't gonna excite me. Just like Hincapi and Mosquera didn't excite me last season. I'm not saying, "Oh, I told you so," because there's a lot of work for both of those guys. But that was only all right because we got Gyökeres and Eze. But still, we need more than that. We got two very good players, and then the rest of them was like, meh. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't really want to see that again this summer. We're fluctuating between 13 and 14 at the moment. Dismal, really, innit? Saturday. You know what I mean? It does look pretty bright outside, so maybe that's why. But come on, guys, let's share. Let's try and drum up a couple of people, or this will be a short one. Minor though, because I'll do a few pre-records. We might do an extended. This was just a thumbnail I had yesterday, but I didn't get around to doing the video. You know what I'm trying to say? Barcola allowed to leave though, because if they can't re-sign him, you might as well get some money for him. But what does everyone think about Bradley Barcola? Get Vinny Jr. Listen, like I said, I went through it with the rumors, and we spoke about how he could be hypothetically at the club. He could come and own it, to be fair. If he's got any ambition, if he wants to be a king amongst his teammates, amongst the fans, if you just want to be an also-ran, and that's what I was saying about Rodrigo last year. You could have gone anywhere you wanted, bro, before this new injury. You could have gone PSG, Liverpool, Arsenal, Munich. You could have gone anywhere you wanted, and you would have been received as a king. But you want to twerk for Madrid, for player power, for barely starting. A million players trying to play on the left. You can't all play there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, then I start questioning the players. Where's your ambition? So it put me off Rodrigo last season. Now he's had an ACL. He's got mad scars on his knees. His whole leg looks like a World Cup. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even want him now. But the winger pool is dreadful. If we're going to get someone like Barcola, personally, I'd rather get Morgan Rogers and play him on the wing. Now, I'm not saying I want him for the wing, because I don't. I want him at my club, but not for the wing. But I'd rather do that than go and get Barcola. Not to say that I don't rate the guy, but you're still in that bracket for me, man. Let's get some talk in the comments. Let me know what you guys would do. Bradley Barcola allowed to leave. Would you take him? What would you pay for him? Would you rather him or Morgan Rogers on the wing? Kieran, big up your shoes and socks. I mean, obviously, if we could get Vinny, put the fucking money. There's no way I'll turn him down. The same as Mbappe. Now, I know Mbappe comes with a whole reality TV show, but how can Arsenal turn him down? Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's better than everyone we've got in our squad, so how can we turn him down? The same for Vinicius. No, we'd have to, and they'll play on the left. Own it. Do you know what I mean? So go and get him, but our club just, I hope, yeah, if you want to get your T and A back, because you're just Burr right now, you better sort it out, Burr, because you're on fraud watch. Big up to Rory, Haiti, Scotland. It feels like a typical 1-0 defeat for Scotland, to be honest. They always come apart against these small teams in the World Cup. They did in 78 in Argentina, Peru 3, Scotland 1. Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of hype around their start. You know, McTominay's there. You know, they done all right against Bolivia in the friendly. So yeah, man, I'm interested to see. But obviously, it's going to be late. So I've not caught not one of these late games, not one of them. So you know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see. But yes, big up to Rory. That could be the case. I'm interested to find out. Quaj is in the building, getting it right. Hope you're good. It took Man City and PSG at least 10 years to produce CL winning teams, even with all their Arab oil money. Arteta is entering year 4 of Arsenal push for the title. Keep the faith, people. Not really for me, because like I said, you can go down that route if you want, but I'm not on that. I'm on competence. If it don't work quickly, you change. If it don't work quickly, you change. That's me. So this patience. I've run out of it personally, and I don't like the football we're playing. It's not entertaining, you know. But we've won. We've won a league. We should have won at least 2 trophies this year. We come home with 1, and just about. So, do I have faith in this football? No. Do I have faith in the manager? No, I don't. And I've given everyone a million reasons why. He doesn't look after our players. He doesn't know how to rotate. He doesn't, you know, he's got Arteta's angels. So you don't even do what's best for the team. You don't trust the players that you've brought into this squad. We haven't retained the Premier League since the 1930s. I understand what your point for the Champions League. I totally get it. But faith, I don't know. I've lost it, bro. I've lost it, man. I've lost it in him. And I believe in the players. I feel like even if we had a better manager, he'd probably get better out of the squad than the players. If I love anyone at the club, it's the players. So I don't want to see them playing on injuries and getting ran through the mire, ran into the ground, Saka broken up at 24. You know, so, you know, my reason, I've got plenty of them, and I've got plenty of logical, you know, reasons as to why I feel like that. But big up to you. What's just happened? I think I've just skipped a few. Oh no, yeah, I think I did. I think I skipped a few. My apology. Oh no, there I was. Not too far. We have turned into yeah, we have. That for me, that's what it is, bro. And Chelsea are doing that now, but they just don't want to say the P word. You don't want to say process or project. For me, I'm done with it, bro. Look at where you're taking it, bro. Where? We've won something like, if we would have really went for world-class and experienced managers and stuff before, we probably would have won before. Why didn't you give Emery this faith? You wanted a yes man. You got one. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's managed to work out. Now, Arteta and the Cronkies are very lucky people. Oh, yeah, we're going to stick with him. Well, what if we didn't win the league again? You told us you were going to stick with him no matter what. So what needs to happen for him to get the boot? Imagine if we didn't win the league, we would have been going into the 7th year, because it's 6.5. We're in June now. In December this year, Arteta's been here for 7 years. It's taken them 7 years to win the Prem. Now, yes, Liverpool got rid of Slot, but he came in and done it straight away, bro. So it blows that argument out the water. Not just that, but if you look at Chelsea, a lot. I mean, look here, Dan. I mean, these men really think they can chat to us. They have won it all in the last couple of years, but you ain't got as many trophies as us. You don't make as much money as us. There's probably questionable things as to why you done all of that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you're still not a bigger club than us, unfortunately. But in 20 years, they've had 20 managers or 21, and they've won 20 trophies. So it just depends on how you want to, or how you are as a person. Me as a person, I'm a build project that I need to see competency or come out. That's me as a person. Other people might be like, well, what's the point? Well, when is enough? You know, when is enough? So listen, at the end of the day, I mean, look, we can all feel how we want to feel. The one thing that I'm not even, because the Cronkies have just blown everyone out of the water. It don't matter if you love Arteta or you hate Arteta, he's going to be here. So all of those arguments. But when people say things like this, for me, it's like, I feel like the Premier League's just papering over the cracks a bit. Dopamine's S tier, bro. It's high. Do you know what I'm saying? And people are feeling happy right now. So of course, you know, Rory again. I knew it would happen. Rumors yesterday that Chelsea are looking to sign Wanyeri. I saw that as well. Football transfer season is going to be more crazy this this summer. I think it will be, yeah. But what also is crazy, Rory, is that it's the content. We all need to make content. Yeah, you know, football content we're struggling at the moment because other than the World Cup and transfers, there's nothing to talk about because we're off season. You know what I mean? You know, the papers, all of these internet sites, everyone needs content. So a lot of this shit's just made up. I'm not telling anyone to believe anything. You're not gonna hear done deal from me, but at the same time, you know, I'm views on sport, like I always say, not views on Arsenal. So it will be all other teams, but I ain't going to be giving you some hyper thumbnails and all this, you know, clickbait stuff. It's a rumor. What have I put here? Barcola allowed to leave. That's it. It might not leave and come to Arsenal, might not leave and go to Liverpool, might not leave at all. We're just bringing you the news. Whether you believe it or not is on you. We might talk about hypotheticals, but we don't talk about things until it's actually a done deal. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that. Like talk about things like, oh yeah, he's coming. Until it's a done deal. Yeah. But of course, Wanyeri, people are talking about Miles Lewis Skelly being sold, pure profit. You want to call us not real Arsenal fans? Are you real Arsenal fans? Just happy to let your Haylanders go. The people you were telling us, we saved 100 million last year. And now this pure profit. Pagans, bro. Whatever Arteta wants, yes, daddy. Yes, zaddy. Nipples getting played. Like, it's crazy work. So are you real Arsenal fans? Then I saw that little donut influencer. I just had to press block, bro. Anyone I see that winds me up, block, 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 block. Even if I ain't got a problem with you. If you've got a dumb take that I don't like, I'm saving my mental health. Mental health month, yeah? Block, block, block. Don't show me I'm not interested, brother. If I feel like there's a bit of tension between us, we don't need to beef. Just stay away from me, fam. How about that? How about that? That's what I'm on now. You know what I mean? And save your mental health. Oh, I'm seeing a gal's face. I'm not, listen, no disrespect. You know, no disrespect to Delu Gunner or Guna, whatever his name. Yeah? I see him on with a gal. I see a gal's face, like them two having a one-on-one. Don't show me this, please. Like, that's what I'm on. So no, I ain't gonna. Did you see? No, because if I want to see something, I'll go and look for it. Now, yes, some things do come across the timeline. Sometimes I am on a burner. You know what I'm trying to say? But even on the burner, oh, you're popping up. Out you go, out you go, out you go, out. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I see some influencer, like some schnozzmeister. Yes, schnoz Kumba. I see those guys popping up. Get off of my timeline, you mugs. You know what I'm trying to say? A lock picker. All these fucking guys just grifting off of my club, bro. Come off my timeline. That's where I'm at. Huh? If I feel like you don't like, man, or you're a pagan, come off my timeline. I don't see your shit. You want to make a video about me? Crack on. I need help. Let's get to 3K. You'll help me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? PSG are only 56 years old as a club. Don't embarrass what they have. There you go. And no one wants to talk about their story, innit? And you know what? Even for PSG, they tried to do the mad thing. You know, when they tried to buy and do and try and get the Galacticos, and that never really worked out for them. They've tried something else that's worked out, but they tried the mad thing. When have we? When has Arsenal? The Cronkies have nearly been at Arsenal. Is it 20 years or just over 20 years? So in a few years' time, that's nearly half the time PSG's been about. When have they put 100 million into our club? Because they can do it every year, by the way. Don't piss me off. Back-to-back Champions Leagues. The whole team's legends. Luis Enrique. Make him win it 3 times in a row. Just finish football, innit? They might have to just be like, you're not allowed in the competition no more because you're taking the piss, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? All of those things can happen. But no. Project, process, family, feelings, love. Okay, so where's those feelings and love when these players are fucking injured and you keep playing them? Because now a lot of their World Cup's in jeopardy, bro. And they're going to the World Cup mashup because of you. Not because of nobody else. Andy Kershaw, my brother, what you telling me, bro? Hope you're well, man. Bon Courtois, some rabid Zion, bro. There's lots of them out there, mate. Yeah, the Yanks played very well, to be fair. I'm going to have to watch the game. Maybe even the extended highlights are not going to do it any good. But am I going to get time for that today? I'm always busy. I've got projects coming up. I've still got editing to do. You know what I mean? Still trying to rearrange with fucking Lewis, like, who's gone off the map now. Like, it wasn't all him, though. He did message me and say, oh, can we do it half an hour later? That's not like a 10-minute thing. Half an hour is significant. I had things to do. Not just that, but there was, yeah, you could hear all that stuff. That never finished till like 25 to 4. So there was no way I was going to do another stream like that. So it was on me, really. But he still messaged me with the, can we put it back a little bit? And then yesterday, he was thinking maybe 4 p.m. I had it public. Then I see he was on back again. I just made it private. When he's on there, that could be like 3 hours long, that show. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, there was no way that was going to happen either. And I'm still waiting to hear. So I'm juggling. I've been asked to go on a few other platforms. I've still got to do last bits for Swap Shop. Still trying to write up the whole show, the script. So I've got lots of things going, bro. So to watch a whole nother full football match, I don't know. Maybe the extended highlights, but I heard that they were balling out. Ronaldo wants that 1,000 and also his defense. He's still useful, bro. I don't think so, bro. I've seen him recently, bro. Bro. He can't run the set, bro. For me, I feel like he's taken up a place in the squad personally. You know what I mean? All I want to hear is that Saka has returned to Arsenal due to injury fears. I want Saka fully rested and injury free for a coming to. So do I, bro. But he's been injured for months, bro. Even for him to make some of the games that he did towards the end of the season, pushing himself, he's still injured though. He wasn't fit. You know, when Arteta says, oh yeah, they should be out for time, but maybe they can come back sooner. There shouldn't be no coming back sooner. Unless it's some miracle hill, it shouldn't be that. That's not the right thing to do. If you're a competent manager, you don't want injured players in your team. You're not going to get 100%. You're not doing them any good either. You're fucking up their future and their careers. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Saliba needs an operation, everybody. And he's not having it right now. He didn't have it at the end of the season. He probably needed it already. So he's probably not going to, if he has it after the World Cup, he's not going to be fit for the start of the season. Magalhaes has already lost something from the injuries. He's got Ben White's finished. Saka's more or less finished. They were talking about him being sent home. It's not just a play through pain. They're like, what is this? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Noni Madueke as well. Timber's ruled out. Skelly didn't even get picked just because of Arteta being an absolute terrorist. Like I keep saying, can anyone tell me the reason why he was hard on Miles Lewis Skelly this season? No one can tell me the reason because there ain't one. He's just a hater. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Same for Ethan Wanyeri. But even then, it slipped out that there might have been an argument or he turned up late or he's got a little bit of action. I don't give a fuck. He's a bad boy. And bad boys know they're bad boys. What he done last season from Saka's position, our wingers haven't replicated. Bro, allow it. But yes, I would like us to have a proper squad ready for the season. Get our players in nice and early. If there is going to be any pre-season travels, get them in before that. You know, get everyone ready, up to speed. But it's not, that's what I'm trying to say. So people talking about retaining and we got to the final last year, semi-quarters, we're going to win it this year. It doesn't work like that. Look at Liverpool. Prime example right in your face, but everyone's acting like they've been neuralized again, bruv. Not directly at you, Rory. I'm just saying in general, innit? Yeah, minority don't make the rule. Big up views, Kingpin, my bro, man. Have you been in here before? Please let me know. Has your name changed? I feel like a bit rude, like I should recognize the name. I'm not sure, man. But big up for supporting the channel, my bro, and becoming a viewer. It's because he's a rapist, like America's leader. Well, that's America's leader. Was Trump actually ever convicted of anything? I'm not saying he was or wasn't. I don't know, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah? But just like my man, it's accusations at the moment. You know? Accusations. Has he been found guilty? Not yet. Does he have a criminal record before? I don't know. You know what I'm like? Any type of force onto people and any kind of kiddie fiddling, I want to set those people alight. 100%. So don't think I'm just saying, the law is the law. Innocent until proven guilty. So why have maybe they just said, I just don't want this kind of bad smell along with our brand. And that's fair enough. That's prerogative. But if you're trying to say, oh, it's turned down the visa because of something else, I'd like to know what that is. Big up to Fraley. Definitely smashed the lights, man. Morocco, Hakimi was found not guilty. Because remember, they were talking about him maybe facing like 15 years in prison. They never gave us that with Party. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm not. I'm just trying to, yeah, compare the two cases. Just like Michael Jackson was found not guilty. Do people care? Once you're in the court of public opinion, once the public makes up their mind, they don't care. Don't matter even if you get found not guilty. But there you go, right? Party hasn't even been charged yet. So why have they stopped him? You know what I mean? But that's mad though. Hakimi found not guilty. There you go. Bro, he's guilty. It's just hard to prosecute because they consented, but not to. Oh Lord. But that's the hard thing to prove though, isn't it? So once she said, oh yeah, no, you know, I was there, I was gonna chop, you know, there was gonna be cheeks, but I just didn't want the back doors blown off. How can you then say she agreed to one and not the other sort of thing? I mean, it's easy to say, oh, you know, of course she ain't gonna want that, but in 2026, Jesus Christ, I don't know. But even still, even if all of that happened, my bro, I'm not trying to take Party off the hook. But you haven't been charged yet. You haven't been charged yet. That's the facts. So what reason have they said? Even if they tried to say Brandon, all right, cool, but I've not been charged yet. Now me, you've heard me say it, even with Michael Jackson. For me, I don't usually, there's no smoke without fire. Something must have happened. It might not be as bad as what's come out, but something must have happened. That's my stance on most things. But at the same time, until you get actually charged for it, or found not guilty, they probably didn't want Hakimi there and they couldn't tell him nothing because he was found not guilty. So that's all I'm trying to get at, my people. Them Annie forced them to do that. Like I said, can it be proven? He might have done it. I'm not trying to get him off. I don't like any force. I'm not that guy. You know that already. But the law is the law. Let's see if Ian Wright comments on the Thomas Partey situation like he did for the Somalian referee when he clearly did not know the facts behind the rest visa into the US being withdrawn. I didn't know the facts either, Rory, but even still, even with Hendo showing me some facts that or article that his family's got tie, like where's his tie? I'm still saying the same thing. When you really pull it back, oh, you're just associated. Can that be proven? Associated doing what? You know, what have I done? Again, it could just be branding, or we don't really want these type of, like I said, with the States and Canada. If you've got a criminal record, USA's been doing that for years. They don't want you in. Fair enough. Australia may be the same. Fair enough. But it's got to be clear and concise for me. But there you go. There you go. Members links, appreciate that. But it's so long now, I'm probably not going to be able to get to pin that right now. Kingpin Gaming views. This is my second channel, bro. Big up. What, Kingpin Gaming? Okay, and AFC Kingpin is another channel. What's the main one? Big up, man. Let me see if I can find you here and make sure that I'm subscribed back. Do you know what? Looking at, I might actually find the members. If I do, yeah, look, I just did. So I'll pin that. Where is it just gone? AFC Kingpin, man. Welcome to the viewers, my brother, man. Let me go to your channel and see if I subscribe to you already. Yes, I do. So you've definitely been in there before. I like the banner. Big up, man. Already subscribed. So let me see if I can find. Hold on, did I pin that? I think I did. No, I didn't. That's pinned. It's Chris. Chris New. There you go. There you go. So let me make sure. Yeah, we show the correct love. And make sure that I subscribe back to Kingpin Gaming. I might already subscribe. No, I don't. Well, now I do. There you go. Big up to Chris every single time. Every single time. Love. Everest, there you go. And follow him on Twitch as well, man. He's doing all right on Twitch. I don't know what's good or bad, but he's saying like 350 or something followers. Go and help him out. Let's get him to 400. I don't know how it works. You know what I mean? So someone needs to let me know. You know what I mean? Big up to you, big up to Quaja, getting the links in. Come on, he's in the building. Views and the viewers. Where have you been, bro? I don't think I've seen you for a little bit, bro. Or am I bugging out? You know what my memory's like. Hey, yeah. Smoke weed every day. Yeah, we know what my memory's like. We also drink water every day as well. Drink water, people. Big up to you, Chris, man, my brother. Make sure we're all subscribing to these channels then. It's Chris New. Go and show him some love, innit? Just like I have. Alan Hansen was such an underrated central defender. He played the game effortlessly. It was like he was 20 years ahead of everybody. Great player. Absolutely. And obviously 71, I'm 42. Like, you know, there's a big gap, but I did get to see, you know, footage of him and even as a commentator and a pundit, he kind of reminds me of Roy Keane. He's kind of like no nonsense, innit? Big up to Alan Hansen. I thought they were going to try and say he's kicked the bucket, Roy, and I was going to be like, fuck's sake. Apologies for swearing, but 71 today. So big him up. I'm seeing that I'm doing a bit of Wreck-It Ralph on this side. Apologies again. And do you know what? Do you know where I'm at? I'm in purgatory. I've got my first bill for my new internet coming. I stand at my mum's house. So I need to find a way to set up down there because everything that I've got, it's a bit, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to buy furniture. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit mad. So I haven't been down there yet to use the new internet. And that's meant to be, well, that's the better one. 900 upload. This upload is probably not even 20. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So the download's mad, but the upload, so lots of things going on. Roy, the Somalian ref, was denied just because of where he's from, not something he did. That's what it felt like for me, to be honest with you. Like I said, so, you know, it's a little bit, you know, for me, it's a bit hypocrisy, you know, a bit hypocritical, but it is what it is. Big up to Shaw, Chronic Weed, Red. England were the victims of a World Cup heist after match boots were stolen from a van before their first training session in Kansas. Jesus Christ. Jesus, listen, America's turning into a third world country nowadays, bruv. You know what I mean? It's £50 for 2 steaks. Dollars. It's $25 for 12 eggs. Like it's the Hunger Games, bro. So I can't even, yeah. Make America great again. They're sending them back in time, bro. They want to go back to the 30s. They want to go back to people in the fields and all of that. Do you know what I mean? That's what it seems like to me. The first lady's in the building. Put away your Lincolns, everybody. Binks is in the house. What are you saying, Binks? Hope you're well today, man. Thank you for passing through. Make sure we're liking, man. I have to say, even 40 targets seems hard now. YouTube is doing YouTube things. We don't get a raid from Shane anymore. That's not because of him, no. I want to see what yous lot can do. My viewers show me that we got community. Do you know what I mean? We definitely have, but we're trying to grow it. Binks, definitely a big part of that. And of course, the realest Chelsea fan. I ain't seen the other Brian for a few days, though. How you doing today, Brian? Hope you're well. Big up to you. AFC back in the building. Big up views. It's been a while. It has been a while. I've been on here this World Cup. I'm not feeling it. It's the first for me. I get it, bro. I get it. Now, when I first started seeing some of the stadiums and that, I kind of had a bit of the World Cup feel. And then, oh shit, the World Cup's on, like, but I've kind of lost that already. I'm just hoping to get good games. I'm going to try not to concentrate on the tournament itself, just try and concentrate on the football. And I haven't been too disappointed, but the hype for it all, let's be honest, I'm hyped for Arsenal, Ireland, and that's about it, mate. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. Bro, we just won the league after 22 years, and I still have this gnawing feeling, bro. I got a feeling. It's killing me, bro. I don't believe in the Cronkies, and I don't believe. Show me. I still haven't been shown. We won the league, but we should have walked the league. You know what I mean? I'm still seeing things I'm not happy with. You're still saying he could lose everything, can still be here. So that makes me lose faith. It don't make me get it. You know what I mean? Oh, don't be surprised if we play different next year. How? Most of our players are still bloody nursing injuries and that. I'm telling you, I feel like next year, and I hope I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong, everybody. But it could be mad for us next season. Liverpool-esque. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Big up to the chat. Big up to you, AFC, my bro. Same for me. I really can't be up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So even those games like USA, Paraguay, that's saucy. Like, that was on any other time a bit earlier, I would have been definitely watching it. But I'm like, oh, the time, you know, I took a melatonin last night because I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to sleep before 4 a.m. for fuck's sake. Maybe not the best time to do it because the World Cup, but I was like, oh, try and get sleep or watch USA, and I tried to get sleep. So that should tell you everything, really, innit? You know what I mean? There's Chronic's link. Appreciate you, Kwaja. Ain't seen AJ yet. Ain't seen Vigilante. Comes in every now and again now. You know what I mean? England were the victims. I think I read that. Big up Kwaja. Big up to Chris. Kingpin, good afternoon. Yeah, Qatar, Switzerland, 8. Why couldn't that have been Brazil? Like, obviously 11, it's not like 1 or 2, but it's still like Jesus. You know what I mean? We're going to be clean into Sunday by the time we finish. Big up to you. They cannot sell Ethan, especially not to rivals. He must be Eze Saka's backup next season. He should have been that this season. Do you know what I'm trying to say? When who's going to buy Martin Odegaard? Would Arteta even sell him? This is the problem we have. So even if we get all of these good players, people that can actually, you know, help our team, they have to sit down because of Mikel Arteta, because of Moreno and Odegaard and Popamendi and Havertz, Gabriel James. None of these players should be at our team anymore, by the way. Or they need to be the backup Donnies. We need to rotate now. Use lot go out. That's it. That is it. But they're not. They're the first team Donnies. Now that he's won the league, everyone's acting like he's going to start sourcing. Or why is he going to change anything? Maybe that's why we're hearing about fucking young kids, because why would he want burgers and steaks? What, to replace the so-called ones that he's telling you what they're not? Do you know what I mean? I did see that Balogun is a top striker. That, bro, I'm saying, bro, big up to Binks, man. Arteta's going to try and take some credit for that. Big up Kwaja, much respect. Dappins, I'll try and skip some of these. Come on, Burr sign Vinny Jr. left wing, make big move. This is what we should be doing. But they done it all last season, DG. You know what I mean? Rodrigo, this, that, and the third, and Madueke and Kepa and Norgard. And then they gave you, they tried to dangle Eze, and then they tried to back up from it like, no, we weren't really serious. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe Burr said, nah, bruv, like, come on, I've given you everything you want. You better get this one done. I don't know. But you're on fraud watch, Burr. You co-signed Kepa, Norgard, man. You co-signed a lot of them, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear now again, right at the start of the window, Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Morgan Rogers. Who are we actually making moves for, though? Morgan Rogers come out the other day, said, yeah, I heard the rumors. I'm just because there's rumors. He wouldn't know if he's really been contacted. You know what I'm trying to say? So say what you want about Florentino Perez. Like me, I do feel like you unsettle players and clubs with all of your stuff for your election. However, he'll go and put the money down, though. He's going to have to make the club say, no, we're not accepting it. So I need us to, for one season, just go mad. We're not going to, but... So I'm like, cool. All right, get 4 players then. But 3 of them have to be stakes. And I'm trying to say, not 2, 3. People that can really come and help with the workload. Afternoon, I'll try and skip some of the dappings. Health is important. Great speech. Big up. Munir Bowling, Cody Gakpo told Liverpool he wants to leave the club amidst serious interest from Spurs. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I think people like the fact that, you know, their stadiums there, all the infrastructure's there, but they just haven't got the ambition. They've got the cheek to say to dare is to do, and they just don't dare. Maybe De Zerbi's trying to, because they need to do something, bro. You've got to stop the rot, Spurs. Maybe Gakpo will be good for them. Gonna be better than Tell, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Or whoever else has been playing there. Crazy work, innit? Big up to you though, Sean. Yeah, 11 p.m. tonight on Shane's channel. We will be there. You know, hopefully I'm not falling asleep through the stream. You know what I mean? We've got some, yeah, we might see a couple of Arsenal, man. We might not. You know what I mean? Thanks, bro. Check my longer video and views. Shane, all you legends get a mention. Big up. Where's those feelings of love for Ethan Wanyeri? Arteta is a foot. That's what I'm trying to say. Where was the love for Skelly? He come out and Declan Rice come out and said they've been hard on him. No one's told us why. Not one person. And Declan's like, to be fair to Lewis, he's such a professional. He just got his head down. So he weren't chatting back. There was probably no rudeness from Lewis. And then tried to say, oh, We've been working on him as a midfielder since last year. He's always been a midfielder, you flipping frauds, bro. Tired of this club, bro. You took the piss out of him. You treat him like a pariah for no reason. Ethan Wanyeri, there's no, and Berta, you said, all right, let him go. And there's no way we can bring him back if we get injuries or the manager changes or what, like, what? That's how much you hate the kid. I know I'm not with you, bro. Look what you've done to Haylenders. They either don't make it, get sold, or you crock them. The only one he crocked is, and I'm doing the mid, not to you guys, is Saka. You know what I'm trying to say? Running him through the ground. Running him through the ground. When he come up through the youth, was he a left back? This fucking manager, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Ain't no way Gakpo going to Spurs, no European football. Well, he will start every game for Spurs, though, wouldn't he? You know what I'm trying to say? Gakpo and Savio on the wings, they start. You know, they become the main guys. So maybe it's not just about European football. I mean, Liverpool got European football. Don't mean they're going to win it, though, does it? They just about got it as well. It's not like he hasn't won recently. He won last season, not the one just finished, but the one before. So maybe it's about minutes now, you know? I wouldn't have thought Raul Jimenez, with a World Cup to put yourself in the window, is going to leave Fulham, Premier League, to go back to Wolves. I know it's his old club, but still, to go and play in the Championship. I didn't think that would happen. I didn't think Kieran Trippier, he could have got another Premier League side or gone abroad and played first flight football, but they've gone to the Championship. So you never know, bro. You just never know, my bro. I think it's just rumor making. There's that as well. There's going to be a lot of that with Arsenal. You know what I mean? Because we just won the league and all that. And it's annoying. R7 needs to retire from. That's what I personally believe the same, my bro. I'm not telling everyone to think what I think. I'm just telling you what I think. Yeah, that's it. Slot leaving and everyone thinking he loved him just adds to it. There's that as well. Big up. Daniel Kretinsky to become West Ham's majority shareholder after agreeing to buy a significant portion of the Gold's family stake in the club. And that's why I'm telling you guys, man, don't think that ain't going to be a bomber as well. Now, yes, I'm not saying the women of the night are some angels, but just look at the actions. West Ham was relegated. You moved to the London Stadium to kick on. West Ham have been relegated and you haven't stepped down. But whatever's been whispered and rumoured has made you leave the club and now someone else has got your shares. How can there not be any truth in it? There's going to be some bombers coming soon, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? The Premier League fixture list for 26-27 is released next Friday. Okay, at 10 a.m. Coventry away would suit me fine. Absolutely, my bro. Yeah. All coming up. Never again. Kids in his bed and a fairground. Nothing to see, fam. What are you talking about, Michael? Fair enough. But what I'm saying is he had his day in court and he was found innocent for every single charge. Like I always say, if there's smoke, there's usually fire. There's been stories coming out that he's paid people off. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying that he's been found not guilty. So after that, all parties are, oh, we can't have you, you're a kiddie fiddler. Well, hold on, I was found not guilty of that, even though he might be. So you can't, you understand, use the law and say, oh, because he weren't guilty, apparently. So you can't say, oh, you can't come in because he weren't guilty. He had his day in court. He got found not guilty, not just for one, but for every charge. Now, whether you believe that or not is up to you. But in terms of trying to stop someone going somewhere or, you know, not giving them certain things because of this, that, and the third, he was found not guilty. But this what comes back down to the court of public opinion. Once the public thinks something, that's it. You know what I mean? Big up to you, my brother. Big up to Alan as well. Back in evening from Australia. How we doing? We're okay, my bro. I hope you're good as well. This ain't going to be 3 hours today. You know what I mean? Like we've got to about 25, I think, or 27, I think is the most. So we'll get this show out the way. Probably get a few pre-records done if I can. Maybe something on ViewsTube, but I've got lots to do. And there's another bloody watch along at 11 p.m. at night. Yeah, Brazil versus Morocco. Big up, links getting thrown around. Love that. Make sure that we're all showing love though, guys. Make sure that we are. I'll skip some of the dappings. Chris's second channel. Love that. Big up yourself. Just not using my government name on the channel anymore. Too many zesty freaks out there. Yes, there is. Don't I know it, bro? Don't I know it? Frady, let's be real. Donald Trump doesn't like so much. Yeah, that's what I believe. But is what it is, man. What I'm trying to say is that what people are doing, especially people of power at the moment, are trying to stoke up all of this shit again. So just try and think for yourselves, people, is all I'm going to say. They had direct money sponsorship from him and his family to undesirable mobs, is what I saw. They banned Party from Canada as well. Yeah, they did. We covered that not long ago, Alan, to be fair. He hasn't been convicted yet, though. Guilty or not guilty. You know what I'm saying? So it's just for the accusation, which I think is a bit harsh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's FIFA's brand, isn't it? If they don't want to be associated, by the end of the day, you could say the same for Hakimi. He was found not guilty, but you're still associated with that. So do you know what I'm trying to say? For me, I just feel like it's selective. The Somalian referee was not denied entry because he is from Somalia. Iran is still allowed in the World Cup. They are at what? Not well. They're not. No, are they? They're not playing in the World Cup, Roy. Yeah. So what? So while Donald Trump's saying, yeah, you can come, he's also telling you, I wouldn't come for your safety and your lives. So what does that sound like to you? And all I'm saying is, bro, it's very hypocritical of people in the West acting like the UK and the US aren't terrorists as well, because they are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but I don't want to get into politics because we all believe what we believe, and then we start arguing, and it's long. We speak about it way too much on this channel. I need to try and fix it up. Mistaken identity, VAR rule in the USA versus Paraguay game. Okay, someone tell me about that then. Because as you know, I didn't watch it. Someone tell me about that. If a player is booked or sent off, but the foul was actually committed by the opposition team, the decision can be changed. Okay, let me know what happened, man. I didn't even know about that. Big up to Adam Hurley. I farted a hole in my pants because I had no toilet paper. Right. Okay. Bit of TMI. Not sure why that would be your first comment. Yeah. Don't jump on him, people. Don't jump on him. You might just be trying to crack a joke. But if we just get random sentences like this, then you know what to do. Fraley, good afternoon. We need to be bringing bigger, better first team players. Exactly, bro. Exactly. If you brought me Osherman or Alvarez and they started doing better than Gyökeres, then guess what? And you know I'm Gyökeres Defense League, but I'm Arsenal through and through. If we want to win the champs, if we want to win leagues, this is the type of thing we need to put together, like Man City. Two great players in every position, and there will be rotation, and you will understand it if you want to win and be at this great project. That's what it is, you know. Appreciate that, Quaja. Reece Nelson is now back at the Arsenal, bro. What are we're gonna have to just tear up his contract, Rory, I reckon, bro, just like we did with I'm gonna finish your thing, but right at the bottom we should just pay him off. And you know what, Rory, I'm at this point with so many players. Oh, we're gonna have to pay them anyway. And the longer we keep them is the longer we haven't got a space in the squad. Pay them off. Sometimes you've got to burn it all down. You see, like with this, yeah, I'm thinking, oh, maybe we want to get more of a thicker beard. I'm getting grays now, so I need more of hair. If I'm gonna start dyeing it, you know, like that. Yeah, things like that. But we're gonna have to shave it all off again. Burn it all down. I'm going to be looking like a fat egg again. Even my daughter, you got no hair on your face, like looking like a whole different person. Sometimes you got to burn it down and start again, bro. You know what I mean? Gabriel Jesus, get out. Havertz, you're dead and crocked. Get out. Reece Nelson. Have we still got Fabi Vieira? I hope not. You know what I'm trying to say? Like all of these guys. Let me finish your comment. After Brentford terminated his loan, now he sits outside the first team squad, but will continue to collect 100 grand a week. And this is what we've been doing for time. So where has Arteta taken us, Roy? You know what I'm trying to say? When our wage bill is way worse than it was when he took over, and we don't even have world-class players. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of things at Arsenal paper over the cracks, and winning this Premier League is going to do so as well, which ultimately could be worse for us tomorrow. It sounds good today, but it could be worse for us tomorrow. But Roy, 100% agreement. Fucking Pay him off, man. All of them. And apologies for swearing again. We need this mistaken identity. Bro, I don't even know what's going on. These English refs are clueless. I 100% agree with that. And I think I've seen 2 games so far in the World Cup, and both of these referees would run rings around the ones in the Premier League. I'm just saying, innit? Yeah. Red Bulls in the building. My brother, how you doing today, broski? Hope you're well, man. Like and share if you don't mind, even if you don't stay. I appreciate you. Wanyeri's loan spell at Marseille might just be the incentive he needs to push on. Marseille is like grand opera show. There's always some drama going on. Not many clubs run as well as Arsenal. Absolutely. But look, bro, he went over there. He started very well because De Zerbi was there, believing in him. The moment De Zerbi left Marseille, for whatever reason, arguing, whatever, Wanyeri was just benched again. So we're just sitting over there getting benched, hardly getting any play. But what I did rate is the fact that he didn't want to just sit around like Skelly. I was thinking, what's going on, Skelly? Obviously, Skelly had a different mindset. I'm just going to get my head down, be professional, and work my way back in. Whereas Ethan's like, I want to play ball. What is this? Double figures goals last season. Not the one we just won, but the one before that. From Saka's position. We shouldn't even be speaking about this. Madueke's been shit. If Ethan's been here, Ethan would have been the guy playing, bro. And I bet he would have done better than Madueke this year. I bet you that. I bet he would have got more goals than Madueke if he got given the chances. Why did we buy Madueke? I thought we just saved 100 million in the transfer market. Wanyeri wasn't playing in Odegaard's position that year. Do you understand how quick people just forget? Oh, Arteta's got a brand new toy. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general, Roy. But yeah, man, I gave him ratings. Well done for going to find some football, my bro. Maybe you got ambitions of playing in the World Cup. Lewis Skelly didn't make it, not because he's shit or didn't deserve a position. He just didn't play enough. So whose fault is that? Legends, big up, man. Dim, CFC back in the building. Blue coat out. Come on, my brother. Hope you're well, man. We got real ones, even if they don't support Arsenal. Be aware of the mistaken identity rule. I mean, like I said, I don't even know what happened. You keep telling me be aware. Will you tell me what happened, please? Yusuf's in the building. Barcelona people, what are you telling me, bro? Hope you're well. Hope you are good. Yeah, and not getting into I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it gets mad. Like we could agree on a million things. We'll start talking about politics and we'll just be at loggerheads. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, and it's my fault as well because I'm into it. I am. I can't lie. In my old age, I am into it, but it needs to be on a different platform, I believe. Do you know what I mean? So. I don't know if I want to start up another flipping channel, and I've got a couple of burners I can't even access at the moment. So. Always things going on in the Views household. Big up to you though, Rory. Juju in the house. Ain't seen you for a couple of days, man. Might as well keep Martinelli instead of buying Barcola. Is just as frustrated as Martinelli. Like, bro, as Madueke as well. Another Madueke for me. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. Totally agree with you, bro. Although I don't want to keep Martinelli. We have to get somebody. At this point, go and get me Rodgers then and fuck it. Maybe him and Eze can fucking battle it out for the left wing. I don't know, bro. I'd rather do that, though, than buy Barcola or Leao. No, last year I would have taken Leao. This year, hell no. Do you know what I mean? Tyson's in the building. My brother. Hope you're well today, big dog. Yeah, big up. Dappings are going round. Links are going out. We love to see it. Big up, bro. Hope you're having a decent one. Yes, man. Big up, Dappins. The referee gave a yellow card to US centre-back Tim Ream for a foul on Almiron, but VAR asked the referee to look at the monitor. Okay. Replay showed Miguel Almiron dive. Tim Ream's yellow card was rescinded. Almiron got the yellow card. Okay. So we do fair play. That reminds me of Kieran Gibbs and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Did they look alike? Fair play. Big up for letting me know, my bro. Arteta favoured Nketiah and got rid of Balogun. He favoured Rob Holding and let Saliba stay out an extra year. This guy's a clown. The talent ID. You're looking at Vitinha and Fabi Vieira. You know the rest. We're looking at Kvaratskhelia and Marquinhos. You know the rest. I mean, there's plenty of times. Why did you not give Butler Oyedeji a chance? Why is Chido not here? Because there's no way through. Aiden Heaven, are you telling me you couldn't come in and did a job for us? There's no way through. Why do you think Mertesack's not? Man's out here making miracles, bruv. There's no ratings for his job. These men don't get through to the first team. So what are we doing? Meant to be this classy club. Oh, and our youth is like, you know, we got great youth and great philosophy and all the. Where's the philosophy? What's our football style? How do we play ball? Is our youth replicating that? Like in Wenger's day? No, they're fucking not. I swore again. I have to try and stop. Who's the other guy? Is it Bielsa? There's been so many people, but even Pepe, what did he do? Everyone acts like he was so bad. No, you weren't. You just, whatever Arteta says, people just go with, man. We got a new toy. Now watch if Timber gets broke, because now he's broken. He's been broken for months, should never have played in the Champions League final, and now don't even get a World Cup. So what now if he's missed the glass? Then we're going to have to move on again, aren't we? Oh, we got a new toy. Keeps happening, bro. Just like him breaking the toys as well, one way or the other. If they're not physically brought down, they fell out with him somehow because they never kissed his ass. Or I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. Sammy Lokonga for 300k. What did Zinchenko go for? $1 million after we paid like 30 million for him. Our biggest sell, Gabriel Jesus, it might be you. So I hope you're ready to leave the club, bro. Right? It's still Oxlade-Chamberlain, bro. Still. Like, our club don't do business well. So why have we gone to get someone like Burr? You better start showing me something, big man. We must get at least 20 mil for Fab Vieira, though, got a decent loan spell. He might do whatever out there, but he's never, ever been good enough for Arsenal. That's my point, my bro. And look how many years we've had him trying to get rid of these players. And I told you before Burr came, listen, it's not an easy job, but I need to see competence. As long as I'm seeing competence, like not giving Trossard more money with no extra time, not letting Ethan Wanyeri leave the club under any circumstances. Why the fuck are we buying Madueke? I'm talking about competence. Why did we spend just over 10 million on Norgard? Why? Can anyone? Why? 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 Same for Kepa. Why? That's not competent. Just giving away players because we can't sell them. No one wants them. They're not good or they're broken. So therefore, just pay them off. Or just find someone to take their wages. So we're going to lose either way, guys, is what I'm saying. So rip that plaster off. Stop getting worried that we're going to lose the money anyway. You have to burn down and start again. That's where we're at, people. You know what I mean? Tyson, good afternoon, mate. Big up to Gabriel, though. Damn, 16 mil paid. Yeah, sold for bro, bad business. Every single time. Madueke, bad business. You think we're going to get 50 million for him? I'd be lucky if anyone even wants to pay 30. I'd bite your hand off for that right now. So while this stuff's still going, just like our results, we played shit football last year, but our results papered over the cracks. Just like the Premier League is right now as well. Big up Tyson, man. Big up to all you real ones. Everyone still gets worse under Arteta. So imagine buying Barcola. He's already shit at finishing, yeah. He'll improve at tracking back. He'll improve defensively. I'm just glad that we got some real ones in here, innit? You know what I mean? I would love to see Jude Bellingham come to Arsenal. For me, he's so overrated, that guy. I can't lie. Like, I'm not saying he's totally shit, but he's so overrated. I don't know what we'd pay for him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys in the chat, Jude Bellingham, Rory says, Roy says, my mistake. PR puppet. I mean, yeah, but do you think he's a good player though? Just try and take the other stuff out of it. I just think he's a bit overrated. I don't know if he'd help us or not. Maybe. I'd rather Rodgers, personally. But, you know, I always come out in a cold sweat when I think about Pepe's time at Arsenal. 72 million thrown down the drain. He was always too lightweight for the Premier League. For me, fair play, but look at the wingers we've had since, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And he didn't want Pepe. Who did he want? Did he want Zaha at the time? I can't even remember. But when you really go and look at what he done and the goals, and even when he came back and played against us, he's not shit. Probably better than what we've got. Trossard, Martinelli, like Madueke, even Saka, because he's not what he used to be. Because he's so crocked now. You know, I just feel like certain players, when you're not liked for whatever reason, you don't get a fair crack of the whip. Look at Kieran Tierney, our only proper fullback. He's the only person that did unlock Martinelli. Straight down that wing, first time cross, whipping it like he's in the kitchen, bro. Never should have got rid of Kieran Tierney. But again, players just don't get a fair whack of the dice. I hear what you're saying about 72, but look at Jadon Sancho, bro. The same price. Just left on the free. What's he done in his career? But I get it. I get it. I get it. Big up to Roy. Hey, Madueke was great business for you, not for us. You know what I mean? I didn't say Chelsea can't do good business. Now, you might do a little bit of dodgy business here and there, but I'm not going to say that you're bad at business because you ain't. You know what I mean? That's just the facts of it. You managed to bump us like time after time, taking Kepa off man's hands, giving Chelsea the money to send Sancho back to United. It's a clear 5 million, bro. What? Jorginho, we just taken all of the rubbish, bruv. All right, we've turned Madueke into a Prem winner, though. You man couldn't do that, but law of averages, bro. Law of averages, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, our biggest sale is still Oxlade-Chamberlain. I can't even remember the year that happened. Bellingham ain't top 5 CMs in the world. Pedri, Valverde, Barella, Vitina, João Neves, all clear of Bellingham. And to be honest, for the Premier League, in terms of CM, I'd rather have Rodgers or Wharton or Anderson. I would. I can't lie. Get Camavinga, and then he can get away with misplacing Rice. Camavinga can cover and rotate. Of course, like I said, PSG, Real Madrid, Bayern, all of these top teams are going to have someone that would improve our team, even if they're not top at their team. So absolutely, bro, because we need cover for Rice. And then once we get cover for Rice, are they even going to play? You better be taking Rice off like after an hour. You know what I mean? Things like that. Or depending if he starts, like rotation. He's given us 2 straight seasons, broken for a lot of them, straight to the World Cup. Arsenal played 63 games this season, and he's still playing. When everyone else can't. Maybe he is a Terminator, but he shouldn't have to be. And he ain't going to be a Terminator year on year. Look at Kolasinac yesterday. An amazing performance until it all caught up with him because he's old now, innit? Man's getting cramped. He has to get subbed off. You can't go on forever. You know what I mean? But yes, Tyson, I take Camavinga. So overhyped. All he does is run in and show passion. I mean, yeah, that might be enough for the Prem, but I think he's a bit overrated as well. Gabriel, the only highlights for me of Fabi Vieira is the assist to Martinelli versus Villa. His in the Community Shield versus Man City and Pana versus Messi. Now I hear it, bro, but like I said, man, none of these players, Sammy Lokonga, you know, Nuntavage, flipping Fabi Vieira, Marquinhos, none of these man succeeded. That was who we brought when they were looking at other players as well. You know, Cherky was on the market for 35 million euros. Why did we not even try? He might have still gone to Man City, but why did we not even try? Do you know what I mean? So, and all of these players have to go. And I'm just tired of being sentimental, bro. We haven't adopted none of these people. None of us are related to them. None of us are their friends. We all should want the best for Arsenal. You know what I mean? So at this point in time, we firstly won the league in 22 years. What's going to be the best thing to help us retain it and maybe win the Champions League? Not youngsters and projects. I'm pretty sure that's universally agreed. So we need a few stakes now. I'm not saying do Liverpool 500 million, but go and get 3 or 4 players and make sure that 3 of them players are, 2 of them are like T-bone steaks, and then we got a nice like double quarter pounder or something. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Huh? Yeah, that part. Go and get Vinicius. Yeah, if you can't get Morgan Rogers, go and try and get Wharton or Onana. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, and then you go and get me another 2 players as long as they're gonna add to the team. No way Chamberlain is your bro. It's still our biggest sell to this day, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, someone help me out. Someone help me out. But I'm quite confident in believing that Oxlade-Chamberlain is still our biggest sell to date. Arsenal. Been around over 100, bro. It's mad. It's crazy work. I want to see Bellingham's. Hey, fair play. Fair. Now you should have just said that, bro. You know what I mean? I would have respected that more. No, big up to Roy, man. What a legend, bro. Big up to you, my bro. A blue coat out, he is. Pepe is doing bits at Villarreal for 2 years now. He's not a bad player, but just when it's not, we're too quick sometimes to just put players under the ground and just forget about it. Like Kieran Tierney, he's so injury prone. Calafiori's been more injury prone in 2 years than all of the time that Kieran Tierney was at Arsenal, and he was here for more than 2 years. And no one wants to say that because he's a model and we all love him now. He's the new flavor of the month. Do you know what I mean? I'm not with that. Just like, oh, it would be lovely to see Arteta win because he played for us and he was the captain and that. I don't care about none of that. If it works out, great. Win, bro. I care about Arsenal. What's going to be good for us, not good for players or managers or staff members. What's good for the club? And if I love anybody, if there's anyone that can get goosebumps, it's the players. The same players that Mikel Bin Laden plays on injuries. Those ones. 2017, we sold 2017. We sold the Ox to Liverpool. What was it like? 35, 40 million. It's still our highest sale. So we've been wasting money for years. We've been bad at business for years. So I don't want to hear competence now. Oh, we're just going to waste. We have to pay these guys. They've got contracts. We are their retirement home. Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Havertz, Moreno even. We have to pay them regardless. They're under contract. So stop all of this being scared because we've not been any good at business for so long. I don't want to hear competence now. Yeah, competence in fixing the problem, but not competence like, oh, let's try and get some money for these players. Year on year on year. Just cut your losses, bro, and start again, bro. Man said that's wild. It's the truth, though, Dimsy. It is wild. It is. You know? It is wild. We're still a bigger club than you, but in the last 20 years, your club's more relevant than ours. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm not even trying to boy it. You've won everything in Europe, Thanos rings and that. You did that. Just like I was talking about Abramovich and even bending some rules here and there. Yeah? So Chelsea might get fined. Chelsea might get this, that, and the third. Points deduction. We've got Chelsea fans in it. Do any of you lot care when you've got 2 Champions Leagues, a Europa, a Conference, a World Cup? Do any of you lot care? Premier Leagues and that? No, you don't. You think any Man City fans care? No, they don't. Because none of those trophies or titles can be taken away. So, yes, we are, guys. Yes, we are. The Lethal Steppers. Lethal Reaction is on Shane's channel today. 11 p.m. So we are doing a watch along for that. So if you don't mind, come and join us there. Love to have you in. Pepe was mercilessly booed by Villarreal fans at the end of last season. His form dipped drastically. But are you all right? But are you trying to say that it's been a bad move for him? He's not a bad player, bro. He ain't. He just didn't get a fair crack at the whip. It happens. Pepe was the scapegoat, just like Aubameyang was. Facts. He was our last world-class player, by the way. Now we got soy boys making way more than he was. Now we got broken players that are our highest paid players. And you're broken. Like, who knows when Saka might be even 80% fit again? Who knows? And said, that's true. That's all I try to do, you know. But I'm not trying to tell you to, but I'm just saying my truth. If you believe it, great. If not, we can have a discussion. But most of the things I come out with and say is always based in logic. Something that's happened. It's not a feeling in my fingers. It's not a made up. It's not, you know. Legend, bro. Big up. Great show as always, views, man. We try. I tell you what. Just before we get out of here, because I'm not going to go too long. I don't think we've broken 25 again for a while now. So surprises and plans. Julian update. Arsenal ×3. Modric back to Madrid. Wow. At his age, Lewandowski surprised Amarim and Tazolis. So we've kind of covered most of this. It's an 8-minute video. Let me ask you guys first, actually, because I was going to cover the one yesterday, 16 hours ago. Akaluche, Barcola, just being said that, you know, PSG will allow him to leave. They won't step in his way. You know, Pedro Porro signing a new deal at Spurs and Cucurella interest. Atletico want him, but nothing's been put on the table. Do you want to see a bit of the Dolmio puppet before we get out of here? Or have you had enough of Penfold today? Let me know, my gangster. Yeah, I won't play this the whole way round, but the time is ticking. Yeah, let me know. They took the Juventus Serie A title away from right, and gave it to Inter Milan. They were also relegated, right? And that's, remember I was saying before. I know Newcastle got rid, but you know, like for me, like as I was younger, like I can't remember what year it was. I wasn't totally young, but younger. Like Juventus is like the biggest team I've seen get relegated in my lifetime. You know what I'm trying to say? We're trying to compare it to Spurs, but you're absolutely right, Roy. But what they're not going to do in the Premier League is take away anyone's, and they're certainly not going to give it to nobody else. You know what I'm trying to say? So Arsenal being classy, all right, cool. But we're behind. No one always say the nice guy finishes last. That's just the world, unfortunately. Man City and Chelsea have had times that, yeah, are going to live with them forever. And they won't be taken away, bro. If they are, I'll come back and I'll say, where's Roy? Come up on the channel. You know, we'll give you claps, fucking fanfare. Maybe you'll have to pick some lottery numbers for your boy Views, like all of that. But I've been watching quite a few documentaries on the 115, especially, right? That was in 2020. It's 2026, and we're still not even at the point where it's properly gone to court. You know what I'm trying to say? Man City's got money like McDonald's. They will fight it, bro. Chelsea, not so much now, innit? If Abramovich was still there, maybe. I don't know, but not at the moment. They were fined last season for some breaches here and there. Fined Chelsea. So the stuff that I've been watching, most of the people are saying what's going to be a suitable punishment, because the Premier League's not going to strip titles. They might do points to the point where they can't stay up, but I don't think they're going to strip titles, and they're certainly not going to give them to anyone else. So it's just crazy, isn't it? And these things go on, and then people think like football squeaky clean. No, it isn't. It's just not. Man saying, let's do it. Right, let me get at least 1 or 2 more votes. Come on, guys, let me know. Do we carry on? Do you want to see a bit of the Dolmio puppet, or shall we call it a day? We are going to be back later with my partner in crime for the lethal watch along, Brazil, Morocco, and I might do a little pre-record, especially if there's more news. AJ, where have you been, my guy? Hope you're good today, my brother. I would want all them titles and trophies anyway. You wouldn't want them? Well, I mean, imagine if they were given to us. We're just going, oh, there were asterisk titles, COVID. They're already calling this title a PG MOL one. Like, we could win 6 leagues in a row and people will still be complaining because that's how much they hate us. But that's cool. But yeah, would you want those titles anyway? I mean, I don't know. I'd like them, even if they got stripped and didn't give it to anyone else, because if you had done illegal stuff to get there, do the crime, do the time, innit? But I just don't see it going like that, bro. Everything I've been seeing, you know, from financial experts, people that work with the Premier League, like we're still a long way off any type of punishment, apparently. Could be another 2-3 years. And then what, you know? Unless City and Chelsea are given serious consequences for their financial shenanigans, then the integrity of the facts. And why do you think it's taken the Premier League so long to really punish City? Because City have got the money like that. There's no more Abramovich at Chelsea. They're not broke by any means, but it's not one man with all the money no more. At City, it is. And we know what the Arabs are like. You know, they'll fight you in court for years, and so it has been. And in that time, they've still been winning things. They only just won a cup double this year. So we're talking about integrity and credibility. Where is it, bro? Why, Roy, does the England have all different VAR from the rest of Europe? Why does all the referees need to be English? They should all be from abroad, so then there's no dog in the race. I'm telling you, man. And then not just that, Roy, a few weeks back on this channel, we was covering the paper talk, non-league chairman dealing with human trafficking. Non-league. So what do you think's going on the £1 billion Premier League, bro? Come on, man. AJ saying keep going. I wouldn't want that. I think I got that. Tyson saying play it. All right, but that's 3 people. Ultimately, this cheating makes Leicester City Prem win even greater. Yeah, you can look at it like that. Do you know what it is? I don't mind if clubs have got money. I just want it to be fair across the board. If you get a bad boy owner, great. But if there's another one who wants to take over my team, don't try and fuck with that. It's like Chelsea and City that are the only sides that have got to really benefit from having an owner like that. No one else did. Bare people are taking over clubs now and got owners, but no one's been out to benefit. You know. Breaking. Chelsea have entered the race to sign Cody Gakpo. Flipping hell. Gonna be better than Gittins or Garnachas though. Don't try and give any. If any more Chelsea players come to Arsenal, I'm fucking done, bro. Yeah, we're following the ladies. I'll give you results. You know, we'll talk about the news, but I'm done, bro. They might have bought us out, or they've got files of Arteta, like they've got some Sullivan files on Arteta. Something, bro. Something. They'll get Gakpo and then try and sell us Garnacho. Get the fuck out of here, bruv. You know what I mean? We always get fucked by the league, City walking free. I mean, yeah, but there's that. Obviously, you guys had some shit just last season to deal with, so let's not throw stones. All I'm saying is, like, if someone comes in and spends bare money, whatever, just let everyone else do that as well. That's me. And then for the rules of the league, if this is a handball, then that's the rules. No interpretation needed, and then let it get run by AI. That's where I'm at with it as well. Simple cheat to the same level as City because clearly we would get away with it. There's that. Clearly we might have had some trophies along the line. You know, like the nice guy, bruv, the friend zone. Oh, we gotta take it. Oh, gotta respect her and all that. And then the guy that don't respect her, she's giving out numbers, cheeks, all of that. I'm sick of it, and I know that for a fact because I was that guy. No respect, bro. All the cheeks. Huh? This man talking about, man. I said, oh God, big up to Dempsey. Big up to Sean. There's his link, man. AJ's getting the work done. Yeah, after his late entry. Where was you, mate? I'm joking. Cody Gakpo is trash, but good for the Netherlands, bro. Is he going to be better than Gittins or Garnacho? Just a yes or a no, bro. I understand what you're saying, but just like I was saying to Nighttime on TikTok, you know, he's saying he don't want older players, Senesi and Andy Robertson, but they're better than what you've got. And you need some experience, and you need to stop finishing at the bottom of the Premier League. You need to stop the rot. So these signings are good for you. They wouldn't be good for us, but they're good for Spurs. Just like Gakpo and Savio could be good for Spurs. Maybe not Chelsea. Maybe even Chelsea. Because their wingers are trash as well. Pedro Neto, just like Savio. All the skills, gets to the final third. You know what I mean? Tyson's link, love that. Yo, views, we have this winger, he's really good. Basically the white Madueke, you would love him, bro. I heard that he's a lesbian and he vapes, and it's like, I don't. And big up to the lesbians, no disrespect, but I need professional footballers in it. I don't need baby mums from Southend vaping, you know what I mean? We've had enough rejects, my guy. AJ, big up, man. Appreciate the love. Come on, man, come on. Even the USA fans were confused with the mistaken identity. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to watch it, bro. I am. Big up to you. Kwaja's link, I love that because no one's put his link in today, so appreciate that. Balogun Cook for the USA. Can we trade Kai to get him back? I'll tell him, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's have it right? If we gave Kai Havertz a run of 15 games in the team, and we gave Butler Oyedeji a run of 15 games in the team. Even Chido, before he left to go to Man United. I bet they wouldn't be too far apart. I bet you that. It's not hard to confuse the Yanks, though, let's be real. Right, but were they the same colour? Did they all look the same? Yeah, we had it with Kieran Gibbs and Oxlade-Chamberlain, Yellow Gang. We don't all look the same, but you never know. You know what I mean? No, he would be a great model for your store. I'm keeping my hands in my pocket, mate. Big up to Kwaja. Views, to make this perfectly clear, since he's in your thumbnail, you would take him in a heartbeat. Okay, fair play. He's in the thumbnail just because he's going to be allowed to leave. It's not like we've made a bid or he's definitely coming to Arsenal. I'm not Terry Flowers. I'm not telling you it's a done deal. I'm just giving you the news. I'm not telling anyone to believe it either. I don't really believe it. And to be fair, I'd rather take Rodgers to play on the wing. I think he's got a better end product. But I hear you. And what was I saying last year, AJ? Out of the wingers that was on, and even now, the talent pool of wingers, I'd probably take a risk on Barcola than a Savio or a Pedro Neto, or do you know what I'm trying to say? A Liao or even a Lookman. Maybe Lookman. He's probably got the best end product. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you, AJ, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, love that. I think that's why our shit directors got him. Maybe so. That's what I was saying. We've been getting bare banter by cheats. We should have gone in hard on the cheat too and bagged that Champions League. Simple. All I'm saying, just like with Newcastle, because Newcastle's a bit of a mad thing because they've got the Arab owners. And I'm like, well, normally anything that they own, it belongs to them. So they want it to look good. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why they put their money in it. It belongs to us. Of course, it's going to be on levels. But they haven't. Now, people are telling me, oh, Newcastle spent last season, but how much money did they make? Do you know what I'm trying to say? The players that have been let go, it's like, and now all of their players are getting moved to. That's what it seems like. So what, they've turned into a selling club, and they won the Carabao, they were up the top. I was expecting last year, you know, like Unleashed, the collar to come off and Newcastle to go mad. If you're not going to break the rules, bend them a little bit, do something. So I was disappointed in Newcastle because that's the first time for me that I've seen like Arab owners come in and own something and not really and try and play by the rules. You know what I mean? Big up to you, Red Bull. LFC seriously considering a move for Joel Ordonez. I don't even know how to say that properly. Club Brugge will be prepared to sell the defender. All of these players, I've never heard of these guys, bro. I mean, maybe it's what you, because you spent 500 last season. So if you can't do that again this year, that's understandable. I don't put Liverpool down for that either. They don't always go mad, but every time they need to do something, they usually do it. And then they'll go mad every few years buying players, and then players usually serve them for another few years. With this crop of players, hasn't really worked out like that. Ekatike, bad injury, Isak the same. Wirtz has been struggling to find his feet. You know what I mean? Frimpong the same. Like Kirkes kind of fell off a bit of a cliff, but no one expected that. So keep the same energy. Sean said, I'd take him, bro. I don't even know who he is. You know, Uncle Views, the top casual now. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Red Bull, 6 CLs and no cheating. There you go. There you go. But every now and again, you'll spend out money if you need to. Like when you got Van Dijk, when you got Allison. But those players serving you years down the line. Because every now and again, you need to buy quality, man. If you want to get a suntan, you can't keep going to Butlins and expecting things to change. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you lot realize. Just give me 1 second. So I need to blow my nose, but I'll give you a little something, while we are waiting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fuck off.
I don't feel like going outside.
Oh shit, I'm gonna fall.
No, you're not.
Yeah, back after the ad break, sip of the water, quick blow of the nose. Appreciate you, legends. Right. Let me bring up this Dolmio puppet, see what he's got to say. Right, I'll give you the latest one, which is 8 hours ago. Or let me refresh, because there might even be one out 2 minutes ago. You know what this guy's like. The maddest views. And half the time, you just say the same stuff. Yeah, then look, there was another one 10 hours ago. Yeah, Lewandowski, Amarim. It's the most recent one, so it might as well go into that. Let me just bring it up for you. This guy just capitalizing every transfer window. I gotta rate the success. It's not. He just reminds me of a big grifter, but he's not, because he's obviously tier one. He obviously he's got all the links and people are buying into him. But it's just, bro, like into this together, like, bro, like you're 3 million YouTube, like he's killing it, bro, absolutely killing it. I don't even think he cares about football that much either. And again, he's another one. I don't know what it is. Like, if you frown so much, yeah, why do you get like a crease, like a vertical crease between your eyebrows? Like you could, like a slot. You could put a 50p piece in there Anyway. Let's see him what the old Domio puppet's got to say. If he's chatting shit, we'll just we'll just forward it. Or if it's stuff we've already heard, or he's saying the same old stuff. But here we go.
Here posti on the transfer market today, guys. Several stories.
Here goes the internet again. The people are not pedaling faster. This is what happens every time, even on my other channels. Like if I just watch this without putting it on StreamYard, it will play. So is it my internet? Is it StreamYard? It's a bit of both. You can see all of that gray down there, so it shouldn't be, but still, it will be buffering.
Several things, many updates for you, and so ready to talk about several players.
Maybe we're not going to get through it. Maybe we're not, because if it keeps doing this, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Because it's just long.
Let's jump into it.
Sorry, I don't want to hear the intro either.
Always for you, the World Cup in full flow with the US men's national team beating Paraguay, but we have transfer news as always here to deliver for you. And let's restart from the US, because while I'm here for the World Cup, of course, with many games ongoing, while all of you around the world or at home follow.
Someone just sorry. Why is he at the World Cup? Like, your big thing is the transfers, ITK, in the know, all of that bullshit. Why are you at the World Cup? Does he do media? Are you there to like? You're not a journalist, like, or are you? Like, what does he? He's known for this transfer thing. That's what we're all here for, transfer news. Why are you in America at the World Cup? Yes, loads of transfers will be happening while the World Cup's on, but you physically, do you need to be there? Can anyone answer that for me? Not like a challenge, just each one teach one, innit? Why would you think he'd be at the World Cup, everyone? You know what I mean? This fucking guy.
In the World Cup, the US at the center of the football world, well, there is some.
Again, look how long I've just had it paused for again, and it's still doing this, honestly, guys. I always try and put my best foot forward. This internet has been embarrassing this season. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm starting to think it's StreamYard, because I promise if I not share this now and just play it, it won't do this. It won't do this. Every time I'm trying to do a gangland thing or a reaction or anything, this is what we get. Fucking Wreck-It Ralph.
One who is flying to the US, but it's not for the World Cup. It's for a transfer. And the player is Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, for the MLS.
Robert Lewandowski is on his way to the US together with his agent, Pini Zahavi, to negotiate and discuss a transfer on a free. Yes, because Lewandowski left Barcelona as a free agent, received several approaches from Fenerbahce, for example, from Italian clubs. Milan, Juventus around the end of March, beginning of April considered this possibility, then was too expensive. Several options, but Lewandowski is now traveling to Chicago to negotiate.
Chicago, chicky boom boom, Chicago. You know, I'm weird like that. Sorry, guys.
With Chicago Fire, 2 or 3 year contract. Lewandowski
smashing it. So I never knew the Italians are like Caribbeans. I know the Irish are. These, yeah, we do not just how we act, what we do, the mannerisms. We all say ting. We all like a potato. Do you know what I'm saying? Guinness. Yeah, the Irish are the white Caribbeans. I've always said that, and vice versa. The black Irish is the Caribbean people. But right, man said talking like yard man. Only got 2 or 3 years. I'm like, raw, quick VAR. Sorry, I know because it's bad anyway. So, but yeah.
With Chicago Fire, 2 or 3 year contract.
2 or 3 year contract. So who's missing an ear now? Anyone in the States? If anyone's missing an ear, we know it's gone to Lewandowski.
Lewandowski will be in Chicago to check on the structures, to check on the training ground, to understand the project. So that's a positive sign for Chicago to see Lewandowski traveling and showing a genuine interest in this project. And so keep an eye on this one. Lewandowski surprise with Chicago Fire. For sure, an interesting story of the recent hours. One to follow for sure. Talking about legends of the game, guys, talking about big names such as Robert Lewandowski, Luka Modric. Many questions on the future of.
How is he 40 now? Like going back to Madrid? because they haven't got any captain material at the club at the moment. That's what he was saying in the documentary as well. Modric was that guy. Ramos was that guy. Other players along the time have been that guy. Man, Modric, can he still kick ball though?
Luka Modric. What's happening? What's gonna happen? What's the situation? Luka Modric is first of all out of contract now at AC Milan. The plan of Luka Modric for months has always been to continue at Milan. So Modric is a Milan fan before being a Milan player, and Modric's idea was to stay at Milan to continue at Milan. But what happened is that after the final game of the season, Milan lost against Cagliari at home, San Siro. They decided to change everything. Coach out, Massimiliano Allegri, directors out as well. And so since that moment, Luka Modric felt a bit lost in this situation. Modric had a very good relationship with Massimiliano Allegri, AC Milan coach, who is now going to Napoli. Modric had a very good relationship with Iglitare, AC Milan director, fired. So Modric now...
It's mad. Once you've signed a contract, because we gave you yesterday, Kieran Trippier might not stay at Wolves now because the manager's gone and obviously he's confident. But once you've signed the contract, what do you mean? Like, what is there a kind of, is there room for something like that? You know, has anything come before? Like, you know what I mean? Is there any kind of standard to look at where, oh, you know, maybe you lied to me, or I don't know, mitigating circumstances, like you can just break your contract and leave because the manager's now gone. Like Ethan didn't get to come back to Arsenal. Obviously, we never left no door open for him, pagan. But do you know what I'm trying to say? Someone let me know if you can.
Has to decide what he wants to do. Let's see what's going to happen at Milan. At the moment, they still don't have a manager and they still don't have a director of football. So they are in the process to make it happen. For Milan, two candidates for the managerial job. One is Matthias Geisle. The other one is Ruben Amorim. And Oliver Glasner. Let's see what's going to happen. But Glasner is not that close. These two are fighting for the place.
Glasner is not that close. Are these man smoking spice, bro? He's the best out of all of them three. Like, what? They need to put some respect on Glasner's name, man. Amorim. Like, are you kidding?
But talking about Luka Modric, he's now a free agent. Modric wants to focus on the World Cup. And then after the World Cup with Croatia, he wants to decide.
So he's still playing. How old is he? And is he like Ronaldo and them, man, they're just taking it? I doubt it. As Modric's level, so I'm still, you know, confident he can kick ball. But is it another Ronaldo situation? You just don't know when to give up the ghost?
What he wants to do next. So let's respect the timing. Modric will now focus on the pitch with his national team and then decide. But it's true, what is being reported in Spain, that Real Madrid would love the comeback of Luka Modric, not as a player, but as part of the club in a different role when he decides to retire. Whether it's this summer...
Okay, now that makes a bit of sense. Let me just try and move on a little bit.
Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, and the most important people at the club already made clear internally that they want to try bring back Luka Modric. Modric would like to live in Madrid for his future in terms of personal life. Modric has a fantastic relationship with everyone at Real Madrid, Florentino Perez and not only. And so the idea of Real Madrid is to bring back Luka Modric with a role at the club when he decides to retire. We will see when is that gonna happen. Just quickly, talking about Real Madrid, guys, just to clarify something on Julian Alvarez, I can confirm what I told you over the week. Real Madrid...
Sorry, guys, I'm tired of this. You're not giving us no news. You don't want to come to London. He wants to stay in Spain. He wanted to go to Barca. Barca ain't got the money for him. You know what I mean? Real Madrid, like, if he goes there, he goes there. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I feel like this is a bit of a nothing burger. I can't lie to you. I do. So let me just...
Since Tuesday. I told you that Atletico Madrid and not...
Taking up bare minutes of your new video talking about stuff we already know. Like, this guy thinks he's smart. It's not smart. Well, it is, because he's blatantly just like half-arsing it a little bit. But when you get to these levels, you don't even have to put effort in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You see, like, some of the effort that me and Shane might do for some of our shows, panel shows, especially what I've been trying to do lately, what he's been doing, the off topics, and some of the stuff you do behind the scenes, it takes hours and hours of work. Like, my man could just turn on whatever device, just chat for 8 minutes, 200k views, like way more. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's the rich always monopolize, man, and that's how they stay rich.
Real interest in signing Julian Alvarez. Statement Atletico Madrid laughing about the Real Madrid.
Shut up.
That's the situation with Julian Alvarez. Barcelona keep thinking about Julian. on.
I don't even want to hear about Barcelona. I can't even take them seriously at the moment. All of the things that they've been doing with Rashford, you're thinking about Alvarez. Well, have you got money or not? Like, I'm tired of Barcelona as well. Sorry, guys. And you're saying the same stuff as well, guys. Some of these faces that I'm catching them on's looking mad as well.
Underway. So talks are ongoing also with the players' camp. The players will be excited about the possibility to join the English champions. So Solis players' camp.
Solace. So I did go past it. We gave you the Solace news anyway.
Players will be excited about the possibility to join the English champions. So Solis is an option for Arsenal. They are considering him. They've been scouting him. They like the player. So Solis is a player that Arsenal are working to bring in. Then many of you asking me, would this impact the target of bringing to the club, bringing to Mikel Arteta a top winger this summer? No. That's a separate story. Solis is seen.
Right. We heard all of this last time. We're getting Eze, we're doing this, we're doing that. Then they tried to say, oh, we've just re-signed Ethan's new contract. We don't need Eze now. Like, what on earth, bro? Just take all of this with a pinch of salt, everyone. That's what I'm telling you to do.
There's an opportunity.
And sorry, quickly, AJ, bro. I don't want to give Ethan away for nothing. I don't agree with that. I hear what you're saying, but no, if Arteta's don't like him and now we got to I'd rather get rid of the manager. What the fuck do you mean, bro? Not you, I'm just in general. What do you mean? Oh, there's been a bit of a fallout. Fuck off, Arteta, then, bro. I've been telling you that the talent pool in football is not big. You don't just get people that come along and replace. You just don't. He wouldn't be going nowhere for anything to do. That's you. I hear that. Whatever. Me, no way. Or Skelly, no way. Under any circumstances. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You need to be building on those guys and building around them. Trust me. We ain't got, there's no wingers in the world, or we don't really want to take a risk. All right, well, Saka, Dalman, Madueke, Wanyeri, they're all left-footed. You telling me someone couldn't go out there and try their luck? Madueke's not working. Try Ethan. Try Dalman. Put Saka there again. Like, we've got options. Ethan fucked it up. Not last year, the year before that, from the wing. Like, for me, there's no circumstance. Listen, I hear it. I'm not telling you to think what I think, but there is no circumstances that any of those guys leave my club, in it. None.
And there are the big names. For example, Morgan Rogers, a name that
where people keep talking. That's why I'm not really, because where's the real links though? Is anyone put any money down? Is like, it's just, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think, innit? For me, it's just like your transfer rumors, just selling papers, getting clicks. This is what it feels like.
Arsenal mentioned internally several times, a player they love. So Morgan Rogers for sure remains a top target for Arsenal. Not easy, for sure. Expensive, for sure. But Morgan Rogers remains a target for Arsenal. Then, talking about Arsenal wingers, for example, to make you understand how these are all completely different and separate story, Morgan Rogers is kind of top name, big name for the summer transfer window. Then,
as a winger, by the way. Just what he thought Eze might be last season. He thinks he's smart, and you're just so not. I'm sorry, you're just not, bro. I know what you don't think. No one can see what you're on. In 2026, still having to deal with the same shit, bro. Not having a world-class transfer window, not making big statements. Oh, link with this player, that player. End up with fucking Madueke or I don't know, man. Honestly, Morgan Rogers. I'll still take him because I like him. But he's not a winger, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he might be able to play there, but do you know what I'm trying to say?
And there is Solis as kind of opportunity from Bruges. And then I think we should mention that as well. Jeremy Monga, this winger from Leicester, very young.
We're mentioning 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, also rans. So Morgan Rogers is meant to be like our Vinicius. That's not Vinicius, bro. Go and get Vinicius. Yeah, Morgan Rogers is after Vinicius. But no, not for Arsenal. He's our Vinicius. Like, we're just never playing on the biggest stage, even when we do big things. And tell me I'm lying, anyone, innit?
Boy, not even 18. But for Monga, Arsenal keep working. Arsenal are advancing on player side and club side with Leicester. There are still steps to do before saying that Monga will 100% join Arsenal. But I think here we go could be expected this summer for this talented boy, wanted by several clubs, not only in England, also abroad. So for Monga, there is a lot of movement, but Arsenal are going very strong in order to sign him. And so Monga, Rogers, Solis, Arsenal are working on several things. Don't forget that they will be...
Who out of those players excite you, bro? Morgan Rogers. And none of us are probably excited about thinking him playing out on the left either. Let's be honest. Again, we're getting spoken about in just... They try and mix you with those. And then this is what I take seriously. This is what I get scared about. Even when the Madueke rumors are, I'm saying this fucking club every time. We've got Marks and Sparks money, but you want to give me Iceland shopping every fucking time, bro. While they keep making Marks and Sparks money. They keep asking us to spend our money. New kits, fucking cups, badges, fucking Monopoly pieces. You keep asking us to spend money. Prices rising. On food, on drink, on tickets, on everything, bro.
Busy also with midfielders in the summer transfer window. So Arsenal behind the scenes are working on several...
I don't want to hear none of this shit, bro. I don't know. I heard this last time. I heard this in January. I heard this the transfer window before that. War chest, madness, watch out. Fuck off, man. Lies, 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 lies. Do it now. Talking's not enough.
Things. And don't forget, also, Mikel Arteta completely involved. His contract is going to be a topic soon.
And this is why I'm disillusioned with this club right now, bro. The fact that this guy's son now plays for the club. This is friends and family, bruv. This is, I've just found the lick. Who's involved? Let's drain this dry before we need to move on. I'm sick to death of it. And I promise you, if we don't win anything the season coming up, bro, disheartening, bruv. That's what it is.
But the expectation is absolutely for Mikel Arteta to sign a new contract at the club as soon as it's going to be possible. So everything moving very well for...
It's not very well. What the fuck are you talking? I'm sorry, I can't do this guy anymore, bruv. I can't, bro. I can't. It's just winding me up, man. Just like it did when we're getting brushed, when tears are coming out of my eyes because we've got an absolute coward as a manager, getting licked down in Carabao finals, in big away games, big games that we need to win, getting mashing up players, not picking your best, and then he's gonna stay no matter what. So even if we didn't win the league this year, imagine the banter we would have got. We win the league and we still get banter. Imagine if we didn't. Imagine the fucking banter we would have got if we didn't win this league, but he would have got to stay. So don't ask me to be happy. Don't ask me to blind faith. I don't do nothing blind faith, bro. Yeah, I'm not religious. I don't do anything blind faith. So don't ask that of me. You can do what you like. Don't ask it of me, innit? That's all I'm saying. Because I'm fucking, bro. I'm feeling like Lee right now.
Everything on the pitch! Oh!
One more shot.
Jesus Christ, Uli! What are you doing?
Chloe.
Get out! Oh, God!
Don't want to give the ball away because that Arteta drilled it and drilled it.
That's not mine! They're all there!
Fucking hell!
Get him off! Get him off!
Fucking hell! What are you afraid of? Hey!
We're nervous though. They're nervous. They're shitting themselves.
Players here ain't
The
good
foul.
enough!
The foul.
This was the same year we won the Premier League, by the way. Not long before we actually won it as well. And I feel like there's a bit of sarcasm. He's a journalist. When does he break stories, bro, other than football transfers? Well, he's getting interviews from people. I don't ever see him doing that. I just hear about transfers. We only hear about him in the transfer window. The other journalists we hear from year in, year out, all through the year. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Is Harry Semiyu a journalist? Sorry. It's a very loose. You get me? Huh? We had views with a wig. So what's her name? A specky little rat that goes on Dan's. We're broadcasters. Says who? What do you broadcast? What stories did you break? When's the last time I've seen an interview? Any kind of journalistic stuff is, I suppose, the transfer stuff, but Other than that, why do you need to be in the States? But there you go. Big up to you. Right. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Italian, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here, man. His business model involves networking. All right. Well, that's probably a better reason than just he's a joke. Because what I'm trying to say, and he probably is technically, but when does he do normal journalistic work? When does he ask questions at press conferences? His whole thing is the transfers, right? You don't necessarily have to be in the States for that. That's my point. Bradley Barcola's future is currently not a topic of conversation for now or the immediate future as players focus on the World Cup. This is what they're all saying, isn't it? This is what they're all going to come out and say. Exactly, sleazing around agents to pimp out players. I don't know. I just don't. It's like, oh, Hammy, I'm a commentator. You're none of those, bro. You're a YouTuber at best. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's mad for me. Despite his release clause being 40 million, Newcastle will pay 30 million euros plus performance-related bonuses for Victor Munoz from Osasuna. A deal could be done immediately. Osasuna must inform Real. And Real's not going to complain. They're going to get like 70 million from that. So they're going to be like, yeah, sell him, hurry up. You know what I mean? Right, guys, anyway, we're below 20 now. So we ain't even got bust up numbers. You know, again, over 2 hours. If I've missed your comment, you know, I apologize. One more. I'll let you get away with that, Chris, because we're one more away. I don't want to hear normally if it's not 40, but you're my broski. So, yeah, one more, bro. One more. Can we get that before we get out of here? I'm surprised Judges... Bro, do you know what I'm trying to say? I love that clip. And I love Judges a lot more since that clip as well. I can't lie. Human beings, like, we're not... You know what I mean? It's not rocket science. We are who we are. We are how we are. Can we get one more? Can we get one more, my good people, then? One more like. Let's go. Let's get 40 before we get out of here. That would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But if not, pagans. I'm joking. Wow. Not seeing no one but Curtis Shaw. So no wonder we can't keep 20 people in because Curtis Shaw's on. You know what I mean? The legend that is Curtis. Catch you on the what? Yes, man. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock is the time of the game start. So we'll probably be on just before 11. It won't be like half an hour before or anything. Maybe like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, man. Over on Shane's, press the bell notification. Get over to Curtis and hit him with a views raid, man. There's 18 of you guys still here. So let me see it in the chat. Maybe that's my type of Fabrizio networking. But we'll see you guys later on, my people.
What in the hell is going on?
Excellent question. And the answer you're looking for lies right here.